And we are live. Alrighty, well first of all, before I do any yapping, I need to actually hydrate. But on that note though, so on the game plan for today, it's actually going to... alive! It's alive! So on that game plan though, we are going to do a quick respect. And we're going to go ahead and quickly do Adir's quest line really quickly, just to get that out of the way. For those curious in the music. But on that note though, we'll be jumping into, whatchamacallit, after that we'll be working on some of the faction quest lines. But that is the game plan for today. But on that note though, I hope everyone is not burning alive with this heat. And I'll just be kicking this off. But yeah, I hope everyone's Monday is going well. While we wait for this to boot up. Enjoy that stellar tune from Claire Obscure. Alright, so funny enough, there is actually a way you can cheese Adir's questline other than having to do the reputation stuff, which as we last saw in the last stream, we kind of screwed that up. With pissing off the nobles, which is going to be kind of a thing that this priest Alyssa is going to be. Alright, we left off here. Oh, right. I also did some little bounties off stream, too. That's all I did. It's really just nothing important. Just kill some enemies, and that's it. Turn some heads in, and there you go. By the time we're at the end of Act 3, though, I am going to do the Endless Paths, though. In Caed Nua. And see how that goes. But on another, I hope everything works out on the sound side, because actually OBS just had an update before I started, so if there's any iffiness on the stream, do let me know.
Last thing that you would need is another foreign colony.
Durance, this is how we start the stream. Hold on. I need result. Okay. Hold on, I need a respec really quick. Alive! I need to take a screenshot of my build really quick. Hold on. Right. Yep. Well, that's Durance for you. There we are. I'm just taking a screenshot of my build right now. Oh.
Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a
yes,
fine
yes, he
or serve
did.
your sentence.
Freaking
your stolen goods are now
a screenshot. No, I'm taking a screenshot of my build so I know what my stats are. Now we are taking a screenshot. Oop, I did not want that. Taking a screenshot there. There we are. Because the fun thing is, I'm going to need to reset my stats if I'm going to go ahead and do freaking Adir's questline. Which means these two are going to be up. Wholesomest Lawbreaker. Just wait till we get to Oblivion. Oh wait, hold on. No, we also need Resolve, so hold on. Yep. See, there we are. So, the fun thing is, I gotta reset my stats really quick, so I'm gonna be down to here. Down to here. Ripped my strength for now. Oh, not dexterity. So now you see why I took a screenshot. About there. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Pallet Hand is something we did. I just gotta go through this again. It was Untroubled Faith. Actually, that's gonna be interesting to try out, maybe, but let's see. If I'm not mistaken, I did this. So we're just gonna go through here really quickly. Interdiction, I think it was. There we are. How many levels? And I'm gonna have to do this again, by the way. This is why I took the screenshots. Alright.
Huh?
Adir, now I can do your quest line really quick. This should just take a quick moment. Oblivion is definitely going to be a ways off, though. It's probably going to be, like, next year or so. But on the note, though, next month on the whatchamacallit, The 7th, if everything comes out as it does, I did already relay this on the Discord side of things. If everything comes for the parts as it is, I'm not going to be streaming that Thursday because I'll be busy putting my new parts in my computer or upgrading my parts. Let me see, we got a botanical garden, very, very nice. Let me see, while we're here, what else can we upgrade while we're doing this stuff? Sure. In case you notice, I have a lot more money now. Probably from doing those bounties and selling all my old gear. Alright, so now we go talk to that fella up here. Glorious upgrades. I'm still gonna be squishy. The combat still melts me to death.
Traveler.
I'm a foreigner myself. Oh, here we are. Now we get some more stuff. This is why I did this. There's something peculiar about this Records Keeper's inflection. The differences are subtle, but it does not sound like any native Deerwoodian you heard. After that opening with freaking, whatchamacallit? Durance, yeah, anyway. He looks you in the eyes, squinting as if to see you more clearly. I mean, did you not see my hood? It is an unfortunate state of things when outsiders are easier to trust than one's own people. Doesn't that just say it all? He looks up at the shelf, withdraws a thick volume, shifting a layer of dust aside with his hand. The rosters are in front. The inventories are in the dead back. I will not permit any copying of these pages. Do I make myself understood? Adir leafs through the book for some time anxiously, running his thick farmhand fingers over page after names. At last, his hand stops. His fingers just below one name.
Woden Talesh, died 18 Majaverno 2808. Third Battle of Cleaban Relog. Blazing Glonfather names, I swear.
I mean, I'm trying to also pronounce them too when I stream.
Rayet Saris? I'll be the effigy. He fought for Rayet Saris. Why'd he fight for Rayet Saris?
I don't know. Neither do I. But he did have to have a good reason. That's just who he was.
We gotta go there. That battlefield. Clea... the one I said. I don't know how else I'm gonna make sense of all this. I gotta see what he saw. And who knows, maybe his spirit will even be there and you can have one of your weird talks with him. I mean, worth trying, right?
I'll help you any way I can.
I appreciate that. I wish I could say you won't regret it, but you certainly might.
Alright, now I gotta reverse my stats again. So we did all that just to bypass all the checks of that. So this shouldn't take too long, because I actually took those screenshots now. So let me just open up my OneDrive on my phone so I can pull that out, and then we'll go from here. Because I have to do this all over again, sadly. Good, the screenshots are there. Mm-hmm. Adir's voice actor does sound like that. So back to Cayde Nu, reset my stats, leave, probably deal with Durance saying something that he shouldn't be saying, and then go home.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Right, okay, let me examine my stats. My old stats, at least. Alright, we're also probably gonna, let's see, if too bad I can't just reset everything. This was 12, we'll jump that down a little bit. Resolve was 14. Actually, we'll jump over Resolve a little bit. Charity's fine. Intellect was 17. But yeah, we'll drop that down. I'm just trying to actually get my stats back to what it was. There we are. So just give me a moment. Alright, hold on. Okay, that should be it. Now we'll go ahead and put our stuff back in here. The pallet hand, we already had that before. Let me just see what else my other stats were. Have it. No. That's something else. Let's have to zoom in on this. The pallet had brilliant radiance we had. Okay. A little more here. One to stealth. More to survival. We ran brilliant radiance. But yeah, this is just the tedious part that's almost going to be done soon. One more athletics so I can not die. One to mechanics, which never hurts. And we have interdiction. I'm just curious if this says anything. Actually, since we already have interdiction on Durance, I'm going to go with Untroubled Faith here, actually. Just a tweak to my build as it is. There we are. Alright. I think we got the build back to normal. Just let me put my phone back to charge. And there we are. Let me just make sure my stats. Oh, we may have actually screwed up our stats a little bit there. That wasn't at 16 base before. Oh crap, here we go. Because I screwed up the build. That's fun. Right, so that drives down to here. Right, okay. There we are. Yeah, we already have a little bit into there. Oh, thank you for the reminder, Plume. And I think you were 12. There. Here we go again, having to do this. Apologies, I actually had to deal with that. Let me see, pallet hand, we already got that. I'll try to get through this fast. And then instead of Bennett... Oh wait, we did Brilliant Radiance, then we did Untroubled Faith. Okay. The fun part is try and remember your build. That should be fine. Then that. One more to athletics. There we go. I guess one more to lore wouldn't hurt. There. Now, hopefully we got the stats right this time. Yes, it looks like we did get it this time. Yep, we got it now. A little slightly better on the, whatchamacallit, perception though, which is a little better. Alright. Now we can resume the game. And now I'm going to take that save from Plume. Alright. Now, next up. We're doing White Marsh in Act 3. We're going to go with this one. Woodend Plains. Wherever the Woodend Plains... Ah. So the dozens have an interesting outcome if you actually stick around with them, which is interesting. Well, a deer may have issues with them. They're actually an interesting little militia. Lead and key? Jeez. Man, I was just about to do something, you little lead and key jerks. Well, I guess you get to see the might of my mercenaries now, I guess, and they'll give us some fresh loot. Man, I was just about to do something, too.
Last thing the deer would
Oh, shush now.
Foreign colony.
Shush, Durance, we don't want to hear it again. That's Durance for you. How did you guys even get in? And you guys get to see all my mercenaries. Did I even need to do anything? Nope. No, I didn't really have to do anything. Alright then. That was... quick, I guess? Where'd all the loot though go, guys? That's all the loot they had, huh? Or is it all in here? Hold on. Nope. Oh, all the loot they had is gone. Oh, well. So happy to see Cograk in action. Uh-huh. Just wait till we do the big battle with the, whatchamacallit, Lord Gathbin, because Cograk is going to join us in there.
Gelade. Well done.
And while we're at it, what did he do again? Eat someone's sheep? Yeah, that was basically the quick story of him. I guess we'll... let me see. Sure, I'll get the... go to get the chapel. But that was the short of it. Yeah, he ate someone's pigs and he got upset. They got upset and he didn't want to go out and try to find his new home. I offered him a new place to stay. He came to us. Right. Back to Wood End Plains. Hopefully we won't have to deal with another random attack. But yeah, hope you all doing good, Plume Mage and Step. On a note, though, Donard Prison Scion has arrived. Man, okay then, jeez. No, we're okay with that for now. Guy's a little interesting there. We'll be fine without him for now. One moment. And if you haven't already watched the spariest mage, wholesomest mage of all time, I highly do recommend it. They're watching the Shin Megami Tensei series. It's actually a lot of fun. I know nothing about the lore, but I am actually enjoying watching it and learning from it. I hope I don't get hit by copyright claims, because if I do, I'm gonna have to change that. Yeah, we have new sound alert redeems too. What am I hearing? One of them has actually some music. And if you click on Remember Our Promise, there is actually something on there too. But that one's gonna stick too, because in Spooktober, something's coming up. Okay, where are you guys? You're supposed to be in the Wood End Plains, huh? Oh, what's this? Okay, just a campfire. Oh, more lions again. Well, these things are starting to melt now. Remember when we started the game and lions were causing us nothing but trouble and pain? Wait, something's wrong with the formation. No, it's fine. Just wondering why I was up front there for a minute, but no, I was mixing myself up with that. You deserve it though, Boom. You're fun to watch. I appreciate it a lot. You will have some cookie. And you will receive a bow bar next stream. Ooh, Hearth Harvest, huh? We're well on our way to make the species of lion extinct. Yeah. That seems to be the case. Wait, does that say a number? No, it just waves. Okay. I mean, at the rate we're going here, yeah. Where is this place? Hold on. It's set in Wood End Plains. Storm. If you know the tune of where that's from, find out in October. It was Searing Falls. Tune in on Spooktober for that one. And that is a reference to a game I played called Signalis back a few years ago, actually. Stormwall Gorge. Stormwall Gorge to the east. Oh, I've been going the wrong way. Yup. Oh, it's right there. I am blind, apparently. Also, I still have to do that. I was actually debating on what I should say on there. Because A, I have never done the secret ending yet. I was debating whether to put that or just leave that as it is. The music, however, is not Signalis. I couldn't find it no matter how hard I tried. On Sound Alert, sadly. Otherwise, I would have loved to link some Signalis tunes in there. But we're looking for the group of adventurers around here in their camp. So I settled for the next best thing, the thing that Signalis was actually inspired by. And that's how it went from there. And then, in Spooktober, we're going to play something about Signalis is inspired by. Signalis, or what's up? Oh, hold on. Oh, that was 1000x resist. Signalis is definitely something different from that, and I didn't expect to run into feral druids out here. Another great game, by the way. No worries, it happens. Signalis was, what, 2 Spooktobers ago. Durance is slowly dying over there. Probably because these druids are lightning us to death over here. I don't think Raving Mother's gonna be able to move in a moment. Get out of here, feral druid. I just want to try and find these guys, but these guys are just lightning us to death. Which, by the way, druids are actually pretty strong in this. Alright, good. Take all their crap and money, apparently. Jeez. Last Spooktober was indeed Soma. Oh, another lion. Yeah, last Spooktober was Soma. This one's going to be a little longer in the Spooktober, I believe. If we have enough time, we might do the other game, too. Depends on how fast we get through this. So where is that group hiding? Some deer. Continue, you need a little bit better look. Look at the circular orientations. Hold something, but... Hold something, let's look at it. No. Wait a while. Enter at dusk. Enter now at dusk, so we may all experience a new dawn. We still need to find the group of mercenaries, though. Oh, Woodend Plains. Ah. That's why. I read it wrong again. I have to go to Woodend Plains. God damn it, this questline is actually a lot more finding out than I thought it would be. Okay, back to here again. Then we gotta find the guys, and then we go. But yeah, that was Soma, and the harrowing ending of that game, and future of that game, or the sci-fi of that one. Forest Lurkers again, wonderful. Oh, I think they're maybe right over here, actually. But yeah, and then we'll put everything on pause. So that'll probably mean this. Or potentially Pillars of Eternity 2, because after this... Because after Act 3, we're kind of done, technically. With Pillars of Eternity 1. So we might potentially be at Pillars of Eternity 2 by the time we start the Spooktober game this year. But if we're still going on that one, on December 4th, the 50th anniversary, there's a special stream going on there. And even went so far to even commission something too. Who I will give another shout out while this ad is going on, so give me a moment. There we go. But yeah. Also to test this too. But yeah. There they are. Okay. But yeah, so there's going to be a different outfit for the Wisp potentially by then. But that's a long ways off. Okay, anyway. You must be lost, pup. The Giant Slayers don't share bounties. Weenan sent me to help. Weenan sent you, a knot forms at his jaw. The well-crewed man leans in, swaying as if drunk. You think you can get the weapons? You got two problems, rookie. A flooded entrance for one, and Crucible patrols for another. We've seen more knights than face painters out here. Is that? Anyway. Why are the Crucible Knights here? Damned if I know. They're glorified thugs in armor that usually prefer their feathered beds to camp cots. I got one instant, but I can't collect the bounties of the wanted man. Tell me about the flooded entrance. Must be the rains. We found this in the water, though. He holds up a circular piece of Adra and drops it into the pouch of his belt. Not much natural Adra around here. Might be a key of some kind. Couldn't experience much with those damn knights prowling around. What do you know about these weapons? Ween is paying good coin for them, and that's all I know. So what now? That's an interesting question. You see, we never ever share bounties. Talk to your boss. I was sent to talk to you, that's all. You and I have no quarrel. Let's see. You should really talk to your employer is something I really want to hit. I'll have the word with Weenan, don't worry about that. But you still shouldn't have come. Admit it, you have no idea what to do next, and you wouldn't be sitting around here. Bine's face flushes bright red. His hand reaches towards and inches towards his axe, but it finds the Odradus instead. Instead, he hurls it at your feet. Let's see you do better, unless you're all talk, that is. Come on, hot meals for us tonight. We'll deal with these upstarts later. Be seeing you. Yeah, we could have also fought them too. Not that I would have. I mean, I could have, but I'm not going to. And actually, that burning axe we just picked up actually might be good for our little Bernie priest fella over here. Because all he does is nothing but burning, because that's all he worships. And also, yeah, Plume's art is also cute and charming. Okay, we got the engraved disc. Probably gonna have to fight some guys. Yep, there they are. Hey guys! Why am I not surprised we were gonna have a fight? I actually haven't, but it is on my backlog of something I do want to play, though. Whatchamacallit. You need to heal up over there, Durance. You're dying again. But yeah, I started Planescape Remastered a little bit, but I never got around to completing it. After Disco Elysium, I'll probably come back to it at some point. Here I go dying again. Or killing again, technically. If you want to redeem that, that's now in the sound alerts. Down below now.
Right.
Another Kate. That is now swapped over into there. And Durance, you're already dead again? Jeez, my dude. A vicious war criminal has arrived. What? What? Why would I want that? Alright. The starlight illuminates a pattern on the ground. You kneel to get a better look. Examine the writing. Enter now at dusk, but place the Adra disc in the indentation. The stone rusts easily in space. The pool before you begins to drain. Well, it is dusk, so it all works out. Go inside. Now we have to heal our bigot priest, and then we're good to go. Actually, no, we don't have to worry about it yet. Lost $15 to bandits. I mean, I'll take that. You can take this one. And I still have that guy in prison from the last guy. Oh, right, you guys didn't see this guy. Yeah, this guy was someone I was just randomly running into. I just imprisoned him since. And I have no idea what his importance is. We'll go ahead and add that. There we go. Alright, save here. I question the wisdom of going down an exposed spiral staircase and all that rain. Hey, Harthy, how's it going? Stonehead, you hear a grating and grinding coming from the stonehead above you. The chips of Adra and its eye sockets begin to glow green. There is a voice deep and resonant echoes from the stone mouth. What begins as a garbled language resolves itself in your own mother tongue. There is no truer blade than essence forged in bronze. Turn twice to the left and prepare your soul for its reckoning. This dungeon? Yes, I agree, Harthy. Oh. Have a good snooze, Harthy. Kill the spooder, it's gonna kill us anyway. Well, thanks for dropping by, Harthy. I hope you have good snooze. Well, it did say turn left, so let's turn left for our soul to get some reckoning by spiders. Why am I not surprised at spiders again? It's always spiders. There we are. Turn left again. Shades. Oh no, nothing but ghosts. It's all ghosts now. It's always ghosties. Okay, Spectre, see you then. Guys, we should probably take care of the ones that are trying to kill our casters. And I didn't even mean to hit that. All good. Don't deny the EP, Harthy, though, if you need to.
Yeah.
Succumb to the EP.
Let's go.
Hi.
Oh, and now you guys are done fighting. Okay. Sometimes the combat. I cannot wait for turn-based mode sometimes. They're still working on it. And by the way, I'm probably not going to stream that when it happens. But if anyone's hesitant to play this because of a real-time combat, then definitely wait for that. Yeah, we need to rest again. Durance, you're almost dead again. What did that say? The stone's face's Adra's eyes glows. A voice rumbles from its open mouth. Nope, it's actually Obsidian going through the effort after Avowed to actually make an actual turn-based mode. They actually have it in Pillars of Eternity 2, they just never got it in this. The past is the hilt of a weapon. The true warrior grasps and it knows her strength. Speak the quality that defines you. Alright. Do I leave this one to chat? Or do I do this one? So here's the fun facts about this quest line. Whatever weapon you get at the end of it... No, you're very cool, Harpy. At the very end of it, you actually get a special weapon that uses the stats of your choices. So, I guess, chat, if you want to choose one, go by the numbers, 1 through 4, if you want. I'll give a little bit before making that choice, just to see what happens here. What does Alyssa do from what y'all been following? Do they bring people together? Consistent and reliable? Bravest when things are worst? I let nothing get in my way and what needs to be done. I make the hard choices. Which one speaks to Alyssa? I'll give it a little more and then I'll go ahead. I'm saying out of this one. Alright, that's fair. Well, going the Priest of Barath lore, then in that case, I'm gonna... His character decision. Very true. You do raise a point, though. Well, having seen our companion questlines we went through all the effort from, I'm gonna go with bring people together. So it is with your power. A symbol burns in the wall behind the stone head. Alright, moving on. And more shades. Oh, that's kind of creepy there. Is that a pillar of mask? No, that's not. If you look at it, those not it. Very appropriate. Oh, it's another one of those specters again. Not again. Dungeon of vibes. Well, we're also paralyzed from this ghost. It looks like we may be able to take that. Approach and speak at your will. In a moment. Small white blooms. Okay. Talk to the statue again. Has a green light. Okay. Desire is the aim of the soul. It is purpose, direction, a sharpened point of the blade. Sharpened point of the blade. Speak your ambition that your soul may strike true. I would inspire those around me and lend strength to our common purpose. So it shall be. A vessel of flesh may house a soul for years, but a vessel of bronze will house a soul for generations. Enter the water and choose a vessel of stone. Alright. So you may already get the idea of this dungeon now. More spiders. Why am I not surprised? Oh god, it's a giant. It's a Shelob spider.
Stuck. Let's go.
It's a giant crystal Shelob.
What?
Help us out, Durance.
Just get quiet.
Okay, well,
That's it!
you're already dead, goddamn. Those spooters got us good. Oh yeah. We're gonna need a rest again, though.
Leave it.
At least all the other spiders are gone, though. Can't have a fantasy RPG cave without them. That is true. You feel an unwelcome crawling sensation in your head, even though you just woke up after dying to these spiders. Your senses are accompanied by an angry utterance. Invader! Thief! The voice, thief? Hey, I'm a thief. I've played thief before. The voice is alien and fierce, jolting through your mind like lightning. Needles stab your brain with every syllable, but vanish abruptly with the words. The ringing in your head is gone. If you know,
Right then.
you know. Okay, we're finally up. Alright, we're gonna rest again because... Ow. The warrior shall call forth witnesses, and they shall take position in the emblems and bear testament to the character of his soul. The warrior shall ascend the dais in the soul vessel and head and undergo transference. Burying his soul in a weapon with the heart of Adra, the warrior may then approach the urn. In this way, he shall fashion an arm worthy of his skill and ambitions. Interesting. Well, let's just make sure we got everything in here. I think... Hold on. Let's do these little things really quickly. Take care of the Spectre again. It's always Spectres. Alyssa, you're just standing there. Please do something. And Durance is... No, Durance is actually doing something this time.
Stunzenet.
Beyond seek.
Arthur. Woodman. Raw. Lavaru.
Now we just wait for this combat to pass, and then we'll probably get one more decision thingy. Good job, Alof. If you like giant spiders, Google the Lord of the Rings Online version of Shelob. Ah, I actually did play that a long time ago, back in the day. Back in my day, I'm Bishop. Back in the day, but never actually got to see Shelob. Nothing over there. Okay. It looks like our pathway just seems to be down, I suppose. Yep. Guess we're gonna go and find out what that dialogue was. That's just Pillars of Eternity, Plume. It's like this all the time. This large tunnel curves underneath the floor and continues east. It's blocked by glistening ropes of webbing that you might be able to slide past. The walls beneath the webbing feel weak and crumbly, with the proper tools in order to widen the passage. Break through the webbing? No. Crawl through the webbing. Inching forward, with your hands and knees, you feel slimy webbing stick to your back. Your movements become slow and labored, and it takes all the might to break free. By the time you crawl out of the tunnel, you are coated by sticky strands. And spiders! Immediately, spiders.
Beyond seek.
Woodman. Raw. Lavaru. Be.
Always spooters. Added crystals. More crap to sell post-stream. Oh, would you look at that? Spooterinos. Well, now you're gonna see something else. A robed, gangling creature lurches towards you. You feel something needling your brain again. So, funny enough, these things are actually the Mind Flayer equivalent in the Pillars of Eternity universe. These are... I forgot the name of them. But they are basically spiders, Mind Flayers. But anyway. The screeching hiss that invades your mind is edged with rage. Digging and fettering animal! It pauses, its mouthpiece clackling when its words fill your mind again. They're tempered with fear. My legacy! It clutches an egg like stone with its spindly fingers. The white stone glows with life. You feel a presence inside. The creature notices your interest. For the colony. It cocks its head. Animal, calm, peaceful. Yes? Its thoughts echo back at you from within the stone. It occurs to you that piece of the creature's soul is somehow housed within it. What are you doing with that stone? Such a different form, Yet mine is alive with the same thoughts as ours. Home, family, memory. Legacy, colony. Its segmented mouthparts scraped together. Young are always few, slow to hatch, fragile. Last of colony, soon to die. It draws a stone closer to its narrow chest. Long dead animals put spirit stuff in metal. It points to it, behind it. I keep spirit stuff in stone, take to new colony. Colony alone is weak, young, frail, empty of wisdom, but two colonies together might survive. Make strong colony. Need legacy to guide new colonies. Keep it strong. Go, and may there be peace between our kinds. It's black. Unblinking eyes stare back at you. Warm relief gushes into your mind. Know is peace and gentleness. It does go. Need drop go. Bring legacy. Many thanks. At least they're not mind flayers. Much fun. Yeah. Yeah, they're not, like, they're not mind flayers to a key, but they have aspects of mind flayers. Hold on. Anything else we can do here? Right. I mean, they did poke my mind. They're more Cypher-like in this universe than anything. Am I able to do anything else? Nope. And I'm not going to go into details, but they are much more active when in Pillars of Eternity 2. Anything else? I think that's it. Alright. So basically what happens is your choices affects the stats of that weapon. Those two choices we did about that stuff affects our stats on this thing. Going by the wiki article on that one at least. Alright, let's go turn these in. I think there are a couple more. I think there's actually... I didn't know about it, but there's actually some others somewhere else. They were in Copper Lane. And then we're gonna work on Demerlane, I believe, as well, even though they're just a gang of thugs. That's cool. You choose
Your
a...
own father sold you to the Brotherhood?
He hated me anyway. I was glad to be gone. The Dukes are my parents now. The Republic's
I'll reply to
my
that after
children.
Paladina's
Interesting
done.
way of looking at it.
That's cool. You choose party and community options. What does that mean then? What do you mean by like, are you talking about faction stuff or what's up? I'm just double checking. Like, is that in relation to Pillars or something else? Oh, shoot. Oh, you're talking about the quest. The quest, right. My bad. I was misinterpreting that. I was confused. Like, are you talking about the story and stuff? Let me go ahead and look at the wiki on that one. I'll turn on some music. Let me actually look at the wiki on that, because I want to see our choices. It was... Bronze Beneath the Lake. This one... Yeah, I have to.
Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence.
Here we are.
Your stolen goods are now forfeit.
Okay, so what we got... We got Drain. 20% of damage is... Endurance. So we got this. Hold on. Looking at our weapon. Oops, not what I want to hit. Interrupt, apparently, is what we got. Oh, wait. Did we? Yeah, we got it. Okay. Oh, it's crafting process. Okay, hold on. So basically, you build this thing up, but okay. So, from our choices, it looks like... And the wiki doesn't have the answer of what we chose there. Well, that sucks. But on the note, though, we have a chance of draining and coordinating, it looks like. Oh, wait, we have marking and probably coordinating is what we chose. Alright. Pausing that, and back to the game. Save, setting the graphics, and then saving. Yeah, we got coordinating and mark out of that from doing that quest line. There we are. And save. Alright, let's see Weenan. Well, when we enchant it, we'll get that. So basically you have to enchant it to get to that point. But anyway, I brought the weapon you were looking for.
They're old, all right. But this isn't what I was expecting. I don't suppose you figured out what was supposed to make them so special.
Mm-hmm. The Ingwathan use them to fill fragments of their own essence. Beasts take them. If I'd known, I'd see someone dispose of that perversion. Seems like a reasonable reaction to finding cultural artifacts you don't understand. Oh, alright. Have a good one. Hope you pay off to sleep that, Stev. Because I know that pain when that happens.
At least I don't have to
Get a good
waste any
sleep.
more expeditions on this. If the Knights make a move, we'll just have to face them down with old-fashioned deer wood and metal.
Oh, good night, Hartley, too. Let me see. They don't stand a chance. That's the spirit. Nothing can stand away in a few determined Deerwoodians. Speaking of knights, I hear to run in with a patrol in Stormwall Gorge. I didn't have a choice. Might be I sent them your way, needed to turn their attention away from the city for a while. Now they'll be doubling and tripling those patrols. There's a reckoning coming when these hearings end. Folks have had it with the legacy. They've had it with the soul butchers angering the gods. If the Duke won't stop them, I'll be the effigy of the people of the Deerwoodian. Deerwood, who don't see to it yourselves. The dozens will lead charge. If they're charging in that Brackenberry Sanitarium, there's always hope that they stay there for a while. The Knights are with the Duke on this one. If he decides wrong, they'll be on our way. So funny enough here, everything I choose here is going to change what's going to happen at the ending for these guys. The Knights start out a lot like you. Mine, you don't turn into them. Ha, you can be sure of that. Mob justice, alright. Anyway, I owe you one. I want you to take my old warbow. It's a trusty piece. I won't be sniping the shadows when Defiance Bay has need of us. No hard feelings, I hope. If there's anything I can do for you, just let us know. I think now these guys are going to join us in Lord Gathman's thingy now. I'm gonna check with Osric. Nope. And the dude gave me a bow. Ooh. That's actually not a bad bow. I'll take the bow. Anything else I can grab in here? Oh, we do need to refill
Good day,
something.
stranger.
Show me your wares. I need just some camping supplies really quick. Oh yeah, we do have money now. Yeah, this is for barbarians. We don't have that. Yeah, that's funny. We'll go with that for now. Just for that. Alright. Just some of the gear names. Alright.
We need someone to help us seek an audience with the Duke. But the dozens are little more than a mob.
What are our alternatives? As the Dominoes and Crucible Knights, would you rather keep their company?
At least with the Dominels, we can be confident that the bloodshed will be minimal.
Can we?
The streets won't run red. The Dominels can be violent, but always with a goal in mind. They're certainly no friends to me or the Republics, but their motives are easy to understand.
Well, now we get some folks chiming in. Can I actually ask if you can join us? No. Alright, so now we can probably do another side quest. That was surprisingly quick, though. In that case, if we might be able to get the Gathman battle tonight if we're lucky. Oh, what do we have here? Okay, that's still going on. Okay, we're fine. Right, so we had another quest out here, which was... We got the Saints battlefield. Hold on, I need to check this on the wiki as well, just to play this one safe. Let's see, a deer, where's your thingy ding? I just want to play this one safe here. Do I need to do anything else with you anymore? Oh, all right. Well, I'm actually all tabbed. All right, thank you, Plume. I am going to go ahead and put a timer on that one. Give me a moment. And this will turn off during Spooktober, but here we are. Actually, it'll probably reverse, actually. Just be a rename. All right, anyway, back to the stream. And where are you? Kellen Relag, huh? Oh, we might be able to do this. Yeah, you'll see this on whatchamacallits. Oh, wait, Caleb. We've been to Caleb Relag. Right. All right, now I forgot to turn on the music. Okay. Okay, we can get to that in a moment. Oh, hold on. All right, we're gonna come back here and do. There's another quest line we're gonna do in here called. Not there. Where were you? The final act. In fact, you know what? Let's start with Laura here, and then we'll go do a deer's thing.
How do you do?
I'm looking into some disappearances. I hear that your sister's gone missing. I didn't think anyone would help me. When Cora disappeared, I tried Dunnard Row, the Crucible Knights, from the dozens here. No one had time to look for the missing girl then. That was 3 weeks ago. If there's anything I can tell you to help, just ask. Tell me about Cora. Now it's like get our detective glasses on. She's my younger sister, always had a head full of dreams. She was convinced something special was waiting for her, that she'd remember happy and important. She's got plenty of heart, but not commitment to match. Still, when she got the theater job, I thought she was about to turn around. And Odin's getting up from his little hammock to come over for pets. Little Odin. What was Cora doing around the time she disappeared? She'd gotten into this acting troupe called you know this, concentrate. The Revel of Stars, that's it. She was pretty inexperienced. I think that's why she was so excited for the role. I'm afraid I don't know anything else about it. When and where did you last see your sister? She was at our house getting ready for a big performance, and that was 3 weeks ago. Did you see Cora with anyone when she disappeared? She is very sociable. She's always enjoyed the crowd. I'm afraid I can't narrow it beyond that. You don't know how much this means to me, just to know someone's actually looking for her. Well, I need to actually get more things. And never mind. Ooh, damn, having one of those would be nice. And that, damn. Right, now we're going to go back to the battlefield we went to before. In the story stuff, and then we'll come back here and finish this up. Just to make sure our deer stuff is finished. And also giving kitty pets. Alright, Caleb. There you are. So we gotta go, I believe it's only gonna show up if you have a deer stuff in here. Small little camp is what we're looking for, which we actually did pass before when we were here before.
This is the place. My big brother's last battle. I wish I could tell you what we're looking for. Anything from that battle, I guess. Whatever 15 years of rain hasn't buried. You see my brother's ghost, you give me a holler, all right?
I love that everyone's just taking this so easy now that the walker's
Not much here.
like, oh, you're just a watcher.
Something metal in the ground.
Those face paint.
Over by
These
that boat.
ruins are claimed, friend. On your way.
Oh, different folks here.
No need to get riled, boys. We're just passing by.
Look at his talisman, Pag. Eothasian.
How about that? A godless sack of shit. We got a blazing corpse worshiper on our hands.
Actually, they never found the body.
Only reason for the legacy is because the Duke doesn't got the guts to see you all slaughtered. The gods want you dead. Me and Pag, though, we done our part during the purges, didn't we, Pag?
Seamstresses?
Make your cracks now. Got no god or homeland to avenge you. By Magrin, this'll be short work.
Surely the gods want peace between us.
And what part of a war goddess wishes peace? No, friend.
Man, you know,
Only through
Durance,
the
being a
blood
priest of
our
Durant,
enemies is our
or
goddess
Magran, would be
quenched.
nice if you could chime in here.
Doesn't matter who it was for anyway. Country's better for the purges. Maybe we start a new purge right here.
Here we go again. Adir is just sitting there. Adir, you should really be getting in here.
Let's go.
Silly guys, why are you even here? There we go. This should be the camp, I believe.
They were right. That was short work.
There it is. And there's what we're looking for. Tip of some metal protrudes from the mound and watery river slip. With both hands, you and Adir begin digging in the mud until the object is dislodged. You close your hand around it and pull it from the wet earth. The object is steel, semicircular frame about the size of your pit. Just looking at the kitty. At even points of the semicircle, jagged points jut out like tongues of flame from the rays of a rising sun. At the sun's center is a carved silhouette of a vorlous plant.
I've seen these before. They top the standards of Raid Ceres. Or did when Weidman was alive. Well, it's something.
You think you can help us,
Not
Querian
sure what
Mother?
it gets me.
Look, I appreciate you taking initiative, but I don't think there's much chance that the nice stranger lady happens to be a cipher. I'll do what I can, but I will need a skill of a watcher to aid my own, who would not have had the soul once I found its traces. Here, hands are the steel sun. The motion is mechanical and unconscious. So if we were a cipher, we'd have the added edge of doing this ourselves. The grieving mother takes the sun in one hand and yours in the other. You can feel the presence in your mind. Her thoughts bidding you to relax. Focus, he says. And the word reverberates as if it were through an endless chasm. You close your eyes and concentrate. The sun is bright in your mind's eye. Warm with the pulse of collective experience with noisy thoughts of the past. Of battle, of faith, and home. You drift, voice to voice, thought to thought, a dear soul of vibrant signature with which to locate his brother. I think he is voiced by Matt Mercer. Hold on, you might be onto something here. I remember Matt Mercer being involved in there. Anyway. One voice stands amidst the din, brassy and earnest. A shade brighter than Adir's, but unmistakably of the same construction. You have no image of its owner, but his journey is imprinted with the points of the curves of the steel sun. In your mind it opens before you as a path stretching both southward to Gilded Vale and northward to the other uneven terrain that joins Deerwood to Red Sarens. You trace the path back to the origin, far back as you can find, gliding over plains, hillsides to one room in Gilded Vale with a thatched roof and dirt floor. The path is faint there, its distance and time rendering image blurry, details scarce. From Gilded Vale it follows a road to Madamur Bridge, reaching the gates of Defiance Bay before diverting abruptly, cutting northward in the beeline to the Red Ceres. The path leads to a Red Saren city, a regal and austere Nadir and imperial style. It winds through streets and climbs a grand set of stairs into stately building, passing through pointed archways into what appears to be a throne room. Upon the throne sits a man whose head is pure, blinding light, and as his gaze turns to you, the light drowns out all else. Oh, I think I know what this is. Its voice carries the force of thunder, but its words are impossible to make out of imprint, echoes of echoes. The voice of light fade, and the path bends backward, carrying you along to a barracks, and then backwards southward, marching into Deerwood, skirmishing along the way. Upon one battlefield the imprint is vivid, You see a red Saren standard topped with a steel sun, clutched in the hands of a fallen soldier. You see a young man in red Saren armor with Adir's straw-colored hair race toward the standard and lift it. The path you have fallen has been so clear beneath his feet. As his hand brushes the steel tip, you can hear the thoughts racing in a blur, and they are of his god and his country, and a brother he hoped is far away from this place. In an instant, your thoughts are gone as well as the man. The standard has passed from another soldier. You pick up the path again as it meanders south and disintegrates in the shadow. I cannot pronounce that.
Anything? Looked like you were working real hard there.
I.e., his brother was involved with Wydwin. The guy who was basically the prophet of Aethys, basically.
What'd he talk about with Wydwin?
Wydwin's head was a beam of light.
I figured that. Woden and me had heard enough stories from his uprising to know it wasn't just some tall tale. Doesn't mean he was Aethys. It could have been some wizard's trick. It's what they talked about that's important. What'd they say?
I don't know.
That's not funny. Come on. That metal sun, my brother touched it. You saw where he went.
Are you
Now,
deaf?
what'd he
I said
talk
I
about
don't
with
know.
Wydwin? Why'd my brother fight for Raed Saris?
I wish I had something better to tell you.
I guess that's it.
We'll find some other way to know why he did it. Maybe we'll never find out either way.
I don't think we will. What would we do? Look for more war relics? We were lucky to find this one. Soldiers that fought with him are long dead. The battle was a massacre. Whatever Aethys knows, he's not talking to anyone.
It's very interesting too, because he's also the worshiper of here worships Aethys, who's also the very thing that did the Wydwin thing. We don't have to wait around anymore. I got what I needed. If only there were words to fill such emptiness, better yet, to remove his doubt, his questions. I regret that my answers have only deepened his pain. I mean, it would have done and the body's vanished. Anyway, it would have done the same thing when I did that. Are you guys still over there, or are you guys gonna attack us? Yeah, you guys are still over there. We need to hop home really quick for a quick rest. Because we are kind of in pain for our guys. Hold on. I don't need to hear it. Durance. Probably no. Actually, yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. We're sleeping in the chapel. Oh, wait, hold on. A deer wants to talk.
Hope I didn't seem ungrateful back there in the battlefield.
Another foreign colony.
You went out of your way.
It was important to you.
Got real close. Didn't expect that. And for a second, I thought I was gonna finally see some answers.
And little kitty wants some
Foolish,
touch.
of course. And why should I get answers? There's a world of Aethasians out there. Don't know if their god's been blown up. Still, man can't help looking back. Guess you'd know that well as anyone.
It looks like Twitch just decided to open up the chat again out of blue. Okay. A deer stares off, focusing on something distant thing, unseen, unrealized.
I might have turned my back on my god when he needed me. That's all I'll ever know.
You did what you had to. Even if Wydwin was Aethys, his actions were destructive.
His actions didn't seem righteous enough for a god. That's why me and Woden had Wydwin figured for a pretender. It didn't occur to me that my god might actually mean to do harm to his own. Something to think about, I guess.
Durance, can you shut up for once? Alright. Anything else? Hold on. Well, go ahead and... yes, get that one, Lex. Alright. Now we need to go to... Let me see. Hold on. I think it was Andre's gift was one of them. And hopefully by Thursday we'll actually be fighting whatchamacallit, Lord Gathman, or even tonight. Oops, I did not mean to do that. We want to go to... Well, Ali, we need to go to the brothel. If push on the shove, I think that can go to Act 3, I think. But we'll see. If I still fail it, then we'll just go to see how that goes in Act 3. Because in White March gives you something that'll give you an added edge. Alright, there you are, Ali. The man is at the table by himself, but he constantly glances at the opposite of bench, waiting for someone. He reeks of alcohol. He moves with the torpor of someone who's gotten used to spending most of his time drunk. This table's taken. Find another. He spreads his elbow on the wood and pulls his drinks between them. I've got questions about Lendry. What's it to you? Lendry was your friend. Least you can do is answer a few questions. Yeah, fine. You don't have to get your small clothes in a knot about it. So what was it you wanted about Lendry? Tell me about Lendry. He spent much of his time drinking with me. Tells you enough, doesn't it? He didn't volunteer details I didn't ask. But he had a working man's hand and a working man's taste for drink. When and where did you last see Lendry? Right here, getting drinks with me. Just like we have every night for the last 5 years. I couldn't tell you much about him. I think he preferred it that way. Probably why we got on so well. Plenty of things we didn't talk about. Anyway, I remember that night because he said some things that were finally turning around. He was finally getting a steady job, clean up, have another crack at a respectable life. I told him in that case he could buy drinks. That's when she showed up. Oh, and hello, Odie. Who's this woman you're talking about? A real fancy lady. Oh, hey, Frostral. How goes it? Name's Lumdala. I don't remember these days, but I remember her. Usually you have to pay a month's copper to spend a time with a woman like that, but Lumdala. She was falling all over Lendry that night. Left with him, too. Where did Lendry and Lumdala go? Hope your Monday's going well, Frostral. A gruff laugh rattles in his throat. She said they were going to see some frilly performance. If you ask me, they had their own plans to perform that night. She just said that they had to pick something up at their house, Copper Lane first, some cozy little place at the northern gate. Even a drunk like me knows what that means. For what it's worth, she said she earns her coin over the amphitheater in Copper Lane. That's where she said they were to go see the show. Maybe someone there saw him. And that's all I need to know. Right, let me know if you find him, yeah? Because the bastard Omi's around here if he's found a good life. There's another quest here we need to do here, wasn't there? Hold on. We had a... No, wait, that's down in the task, wasn't it? No, that's not it. Not it. Oh, Cyril and the Salty Mass. Oh, hello, Odie. Don't go after the cables, kitty. Someone named Cyril? Alright, fine. You'll find her in the quarters upstairs. Don't mind the burly fellows at the door. Get 2 quests at the same price. There we go. And now the kitty's gone. Okay, then. Alright, we're looking for... whatchamacallit. Oh, there's Cyril. Hey there.
Hail, traveler.
Powder almost hid the circles in her eyes. Rogue dust her 2 prominent cheekbones. Despite all, Cyril is beautiful. He favors you with a smile. She must have practiced and perfected it. I'm here on a quest. There's something I need to discuss with you. Just tell me what you like. It's an extra if you want to bring someone else, though. Your friend Tristan sent me. He needs that medallion. So do I. I offered him half his money. He refused it. I'm sure he told you about his broken clan. Did he also tell you that I got him where he is today? I'm really sorry for you, but I'll bet you anything that he lives better now that he did in Air Glanpathan. I've worked a long time for the way out. I'm not giving up just because Thurston suddenly got nostalgic. This isn't about wealth. It's about finding out who you are. I'll buy it from you. I should go. I seem to have lost the mood. Could have gotten a resolve bonus and actually did that. Well, on that note, the fun thing is I can do something else. I may lose a little money here, but this is going to be funny to finish this quest line. Out of the way. So let's see. We're going to go leave this place. Hold on. Is anything with you? Oh, okay. Just thought that was in the quest line. It's not. Better check my money. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're going to head back to the keep really quick. Come back here. Get this quest line done. Because the bonus is I'm going to do the resolve rest bonus, which would pass all those checks. Oh. Never mind. Alright. Never mind then. Alright. And we'll go ahead and continue this then. Elfga spends her time in Blackberry then. Brackenberry. Blackberry? Wow. I cannot English tonight, it appears. So we're going to Brackenberry. And then we gotta go find where this next guy is. Alright.
You seem preoccupied with details, Alaf. Almost consumed.
How about you?
by them, I'd
Traveler?
say.
Do you mind? I'm rather busy. What are you so busy with? I'm studying soul attachment. We all know that souls move people at birth and out of them at death. But we still have a lot of questions about what makes them stick, or so to speak. What do you mean by making them stick? Souls power bodies, give their tissues to life. Only when they're firmly attached. I mean, I thought this was some other quest line, because it's just a randomly named fella. Oh, hold on. Oh, 7 minutes left in the jackal. Anyway. But if we understood how to reattach souls, we could end the Wade Wind's legacy. Maybe even conquer death. That's a theory, unfortunately. I don't have all the research I need to put it in practice. What exactly do you need? There's a manuscript called Theorems of Pentagram. Oh, this is actually a funny thing is I'm not going to do this because it's actually the reward is so. But the joke is there's actually a Kickstarter reference with this one. I might just do it. Let's see. There's a manuscript called Theorems of Pentagram. It contains research of Pentagram's experiments on detached souls. A Hall of Revealed Mysteries is rumored to have a copy of the Elder Archives. I have heard of this book back in Salona, but I've never seen it. Many animators speak with it with awe. Theorems could advance my sea research by leaps and bounds, but Grimda, the High Archivist, worships whale, which means she has some paradoxical views on sharing restricting knowledge. And she's not exactly a proponent of animancy. She tends to restrict the kinds of information that would be useful to me. I'm sorry to hear that. Look at me spilling my troubles. It's kind of you to listen, but I really should get back to my work. Oh, there we go. So we can go doing that too, just a little minor side quest.
Seen a colleague misuse
Oh, there's
Artemis'
Elka.
capricious hex, you learn an
Let's just wait
appreciation
for Ayla.
details.
This sounds like wizard talk, so I'll just take your word for it.
This sounds like wizard talk. I'm done.
Good day, stranger.
Right, I just don't have time now. I'm investigating Kendall's disappearance. The little Orlin got a serious case this time, huh? Gunner Rose strapped for resources at the moment, so Curran sent me. Well, I'm glad someone's on it, he rolled her eyes. Anyway, I'll tell you whatever I can. What do you need to know? Tell me about Kendall. What to tell? He was a pretty young lad. Not the brightest of the bunch, but always pleasant company. How do you know Kendall? We met from time to time. Up.
Oh, east? I thought you said west.
Well, luckily I'm not lost, but thank you for the redeem. Anyway. I will look at the map after I'm out of this dialogue sequence. Anyway, we met from time to time over the past few months. It was just a fling, really. Wasn't gonna last. He was a little fool, but a sweet little fool. What was Kendall doing? Before he disappeared? Oh, hey Jay. I literally thought you were Plume there for a minute there, Jay. Because the colors actually made me mix you guys up for a minute there. I will look at the map. I thought it was Plume who redeemed that because I mixed the colors up. That's what I get for not looking at the names first. Anyway. What was Kendall doing before he disappeared? Confusing the green people sometimes. The worst blazing rendition of the general speech, the Widow of the Wood, that I've ever heard. But I will look at the map in a moment, Jay. I love that fellow, but he was a tragic failure, yet somehow he managed to get in the acting troupe. When and where did you last see Kendall? A week ago, he came back to my house for a bit of fun. Afterwards he fell asleep. No note of anything. Have you noticed anything? Yes, I am Plume. Han burb noises. Jay, you can't just do that. He'd started hanging around a woman with a bunch of actors. Seemed alright, except for the woman. The woman with her long, willowy legs and arms. Always came around with low-cut dresses and impossible shoes. What was her name? I don't know, I never cared about it. I didn't realize it might be important. Well, there we go. We got the resolution there. And Copper Lane, so you know what we're gonna do. Take care of 2 quests. Copper Lane. So there's another quest I did a long time ago, the Parabola Whale. I accidentally did the results of this one. Presumably, Whale told me to put it under a Drake skull, so I did. So we're gonna start here, and then we're gonna go see that one. R&R, he's right, mate. I'm Jay, and I like to put eats tart. That reminds me. I wonder if we're gonna get the Monkey Island one. No, we got the Halo one. Alright, let's go into here. Oh, hello, kitty cat. Alright, where are you, buddy? Yes, Odie, don't go after the cables, kitty. Grimda?
Well met, friend.
Oh, hold on. I smell a very funny yet confusing collab. Haha. Alright, I'm back. I found this girl, but Whale asked me to hide it again. She gives you a long, stern look. I'd call anyone else a liar with a story like that, but coming from you, there's a certain logic. If you served Whale, then you served me too.
Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit.
Ow. And I hit my elbow trying to pet the cat. Ow. Did whatchamacallit? Oh, it's still going. Okay. Whale is both the keeper and discoverer of secrets. May this hood aid you in revealing what I've obscured, and keep you hidden from all those who wish you harm. Yeah, I'm okay, though. Yeah, I'm fine. Luckily, I didn't hit the funny bone. You are also free to visit the Elder Archives and take whatever books and scrolls you find in the open. Spreading and circulating new mysteries is part of the service of the obscured. An Adamancer, Nathan asked me to retrieve the theorems of Pentagram from the Elder Archives. Thank you for letting me know. I'll be sure to tuck that tome away from prying eyes. Oh, and no, we actually don't want that. We'll have to come back to that, because we actually want to see the reward of that. Because there's a reason we're doing that. But we have an ad incoming, so we're going to do this all over again.
Well met, friend.
There we are. Now let me into the archives. Oh, and the redeem's done. Okay, one moment. Oh, and I am returned. Oh, I also just realized I never put stream avatars on during this. Whoops-a-daisy. One moment. Alright, there we go, it's up. I forgot about putting that on. I thought I had it on this whole time. Rip. Well, now it's open. My mistake there. So we gotta get into the special archives really quick. There it is. Come on, everyone. Close that. Queen that still was. Oh, this is about Wodaka. Don't mind if I do.
Fills my veins.
Is that done yet over there? There it is. Oh, and looks like that's done. And we got an interesting little wand. Oh, a will-o-wisp wand. That's neat. If I do a shout-out, a couple of tunes might play. One of them is a Halo theme, one of them is the Yoshi noise, and one of them is a Monkey Island tune. So that's what I meant by Monkey Island. Alright, so that's that one. The final act. Question Lumdala. It's over here. Oh, hey, Lament, how goes it? Yep. I'm doing good, doing good. Aside from the burning heat these days, I've been holding up fine. How's Lament going? There's Lumdala. We're gonna do a quick save. The statuesque woman has a gaze that could cut stone. She turns her chiseled cheekbones to the sky and favors you with a look of acknowledgement. And I do hope your Monday is going well, Lament. Her eyes shimmer under silvered eyeshadow and raise a precise line of kohl. Before you speak, she throws up her hand in dramatic fashion.
Good day, stranger.
Autographs after the performance, please. Great art requires concentration. And the greatness as expected from the Revel of Stars. I was wondering if a woman named Cora, and that is great to hear, Lament. I almost forgot to turn on whatchamacallits. Stream avatars, so we didn't have cute little avatars in this. Anyway, I was wondering if a woman named Cora was part of your group. Can't say I recognize the name. That's odd. Her sister said she was part of the Revel of Stars. And Odie's getting impatient for his food. Maybe, but what should I know about it? My work requires great focus and attention. I don't have time to coach every young amateur who joins the troop for a week. Suppose I can spare a moment for a fan. I'm looking for Kendall. Apparently he joined your group. No experience, terrible actor. Sound familiar? I'm not sure who this Kendall is, and why you should malign our talent. But rest assured, we have a process of evoking a satisfying performance. Hello, Odie on the table. Little kitty cat. Getting impatient for his food. Had to pick him up before he walks and waltz all over the keyboard. If we're lucky, we'll get a chirpy meow. Hello, Odie. And now he's playing with the microphone. Odin, you little dork. And he's gone. Alright, Ollie said his friend Lendry was last seen with you. That drunk from Andra's gift? One moment with the kitty.
Remember to stay hydrated.
And thanks for the hydrate. Men flatter themselves when it comes to my attention of a beautiful woman. The Paladin Knight herself could waltz into a bar, and he believed she was there to sit on his lap and listen to his bawdy stories. The Paladin Knight, I think I courted her not once. She had been called that. I trust his word more than yours. He has nothing to gain by lying. I'm just analyzing the facts. The facts are that one of us thinks it's cheap ale in desperation, while the other has a long and illustrious career. Consider well which is more credible source. I kind of... Ooh, you got the chirping cards, the meowy cards. Let me go ahead and put that on a moment, really quickly. Meowy chirpy cards. There we go. One moment. I'll go ahead and wait till you guys do your rolls then in that case, before I go ahead and do the transition. A cunner sort, nigh to be trusted. Surely there's someone else you can ask to help about this. I'm but a humble actor. You're connected to the 3 recent disappearances that you claim to know nothing about. Then what else do you expect me to say on the subject? If you'll excuse me, I have a performance to attend to. Kettle, the young man stepped up, his gaze fixed on the other actors. Meet me in Lundell's house. I know what's going on. Well done indeed. Alright. Where's their house? Oh. Alright. Alright, then I'm gonna go ahead and do the transition then. Alright. Studio mode. Whoop. Alright, back to the game. And now that I actually remember to put the little stream avatars on this time, I can actually see them when I alt-tab now. No problem. Alright, let's see what the whole thing's going on in here, huh? There you are. I saw you with Lumdable by the amphitheater. Look, I don't know what your business is with her, but I want out of this mess. I just came to grab my things, just let me leave, alright? Let's see what you gotta say for yourself first. This opens the door behind you. There's a passage in there leading down to a theater. Oh, alright, Bloom got the 629 cards, okay. One moment. There we are. One quick moment. Let's go ahead, transition this off. And there we are. There we are. And back to the game. It's easier if you see it yourself. Since I helped you, on your promise you'll leave my lame out of this. I'm not sure this poor fool is worth our time. We should stop Lundaball before she gets wind of us. All I care about is preventing another disappearance. What you did is irrelevant to me. Thank you and good luck. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. More crap to grab and loot.
Nothing is closed to the perceptive mind.
Oh, we can go down to that secret theater, but we're grabbing all their stuff first. Because loot's important. A random scarf that I can talk to. A simple silken scarf is crumpled on filthy flagstones. Essence radiates from it like a heat. The closer you get to it, the more confusing a mixture of joy, surprise, and pain. Pick up the scarf. Up, here we go again. Hold the scarf and focus on it. The world around you shifts. Something about you shifts too. The smooth fabric is still in your hands, but you're in a small yet cozy house. And Laura is looking from the scarf back at you, asking if you like it. You smiling because the answer is written on your face. That was 4 years ago, but you still wear the scarf on days like today. After all, you wore it on the first day you met the actress with silvered eyes. So who's to say it won't bring you luck again tonight? It's nestled around your throat, soft, warm, and comforting. You're halfway through the third act, and you can feel the audience's eye on you, hungry and attentive. You were nervous at first when the woman brought you down here. You wondered what kind of show you signed up for, but this has gone better than you could have hoped. You reach the end of your monologue, and the scarf tightens around your neck, and it chokes the final line from your throat, which is embarrassing because your debut was going so well.
Remember to stay hydrated.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Spirit and Jay, for the hydrate. I will go ahead and do that really quick. And also, how's it going, Spirit? A meowdy to Jay. Because you did that, it's going so well. It only tightens further. Oh yeah, that sucks. That cold. Oh dang, yeah, that's right. I hope you recover fast, though, Spirit. As colds do suck, especially in the summer. But on that note, though, I will shoot you a shout out, though. Maybe we'll get the Monkey Island one. Maybe we'll get the Halo one. Don't die, Spirit. It's a cold, Jay. A summer cold. I don't think that's going to kill Spirit. Nope. Hey, it's Froggy. I just saw the Froggy jump on my screen. And we got the Yoshi blood. Okay. But yeah, there's 3 random things that can happen in the shoutouts. Which, by the way, if you haven't already followed Spirit, awesome streamer too. They are fun with their Baldur's Gate collab with Guard, all the chaos and all that fun stuff. And I also did Jay a shout out earlier, but I also forgot to do a little yap on that one. Jay is also another good one with his Starfield stuff. It is freaking chaotic and messed up. Alright, back to the game though. You're confused and you look at the audience expecting someone to rush your rescue. And also the Froggy and Spirit stuff. Okay, anyway. Then you see their eyes, a hungry, attentive look, and you want to stab. The stage fades to black. The scarf falls from your hand and flutters to the ground, but Cora's soul lingers. Stuck between a familiar token and question. And there's a capybara redeem as well. It wants to know, but it wants to retreat. Your life is brief but happy. You experience true fulfillment before you die, which is more most can say. So glows with warmth before fading back into the fabric of the scarf. Lumdala emerges from the shadow, her silvered eyes glowering in darkness. Well, 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 if it isn't our friend from Dunnard Road. Stay silent. What do you want? I have a proposition. If she offers you a role, it better be the lead. Dear, after seeing what happened here, by the way, this is the equivalent of basically a snuff film in this this universe, is what happened in here. So yeah, that's kind of the messed up part about this quest. Anyway, I'm listening. That's true, I do follow Jay from Maya. And also Jay, who's also gives treats for Maya. Anyway, I stage my performance for certain wealthy people. One in particular would make a valuable catch. You agree to a truce. I'll give you his name. Explain why this is a better deal for me. Think of it this way, I only feed the demand. I'm offering you the man who's made money and connections who made my performance possible in the first place. Funny thing is, you can also incriminate both of them, I believe. Alright, I'll do it. Actually, the man you're looking for is Lord Gadaman. Find him in Brackenbury yourself and report him to the authorities. It makes no difference to me. And of course, unsurprisingly, a rich asshole is at the whole thing behind the snuff film stuff. That was the deal. Go.
I agree with you, Plume. Don't tell him I said that either.
Brackenbury, huh? Well, we have to go to Brackenbury anyway, so you know what? We're gonna turn in that other quest line. And turn out the resolution to this quest line, too. So we just discovered there are snuff films in this time period in this game, in this fantasy land. And unsurprisingly, nobles are at the center of it. Watching the crap. Alright.
Durance, do you take anything
Oh, wait,
seriously?
hold on.
Or is the entire world just a setup for your idiotic punchlines?
The world is the punchline, Birdwoman. In all its weakness. Would you kill the messenger?
If he were as annoying as you, I'd consider it.
Okay. Brackenbury.
Oh, and then we got a little Loki here. Hello, Loki.
One of these days I need to figure out how to do cat cams. Alright. Let's see if we can't find that noble, huh? Lord Gatorman. There's the buddy, but Lord Gatorman rows a simple modus cut. This guy is responsible for the snuff films. Unlike the nobles around him, he only wears one gold room. I need to figure that out first, and also figure out a way to prevent Odie from eating the cable if I figure it out. Peace. Welcome to Brackenbury. How may I be of service? Who are you? I'm a noble here in Brackenbury, but please don't judge me too harshly. My forebears were successful merchants in the days of Duke Hadrit. I have the honor of leading philanthropic projects in the current administration. I spend a lot of my time out here, trying to get my peers involved with charity work, but many of them only set foot in Andra's gift as the brothel. I know your involvements with the Revel of Stars. You what? Ah, gods, look, I know it sounds heinous, but please, hear me out. Say your piece. It is a sickness, some evil polluting my soul. I've tried everything, but watching Lumdala's performance soothed me in a way that treatments to the sanitarian can never can. There's something about watching a person's last moments, seeing the instant the soul departs for the next life. When I was young, I'd go hunting for my father and watch a deer fall to his arrows, but now the gods in their infinite wisdom made me this way. I manage the condition the best I can. Meanwhile, I help the less fortunate. Whatever I can do to pay the penalty of this on my soul. I don't expect you to condone my actions, but don't turn me in. I have to believe that one day, if I continue to work for the greater good, the gods will remove this burden from me. For as many people as I've heard, I've helped 100 more. I mean, the dude is still killing people. Tell it to Dunnard Row. I'm turning you in. Oh, here we are. Oh, wait, no. He would actually... So if I went with number 1, he'd frame the lady who was doing the snuff films. Or the actress who was doing that stuff. I'm just going to get the guy who's behind everything, who is probably going to murder someone. But anyway, tell it to Dunnard Row. I'm turning you in. Do what you must, but I won't see my family name dragged through the mud. Before you can react, Gatterman flips back a bezel of large engraved ring. He throws his head back and tosses the contents into his mouth. No sooner does he swallow that he pitches forward, clawing his throat as the map gapes in the silent agony. Within seconds, he is dead. Well, alright then. Well, time to see Lord Turin. I think you guys are in... Oh. Hatterett House. Hatterett House. There you are. I had to look for it. Hopefully we don't have more assassins waiting for us. No, let's say we took care of them. Alright, now let's see the outcome of this questline. Let's talk to Turin.
Welcome!
I found the missing people. Yes, you've been all over Defiance Bay last we spoke. What did you find? They were all women. They were all murdered. They were all... that was a misread. They were all murdered. A woman named Blunderball killed them as part of her performances. A lot, actually. A woman named Blunderball has been staging performances in which actors were murdered. Lord Gatterman is one of her prominent patrons. Do we also... Well, they also are killing people, so... Who knows if they just do it again. Something big, I knew it. I'll send my men... Hello, Odin, don't go after the cables, little kitty cat. I'll send my men right after them right away. Things got messy, I'm afraid. Most unfortunate. No doubt they could have enlightened us with many intriguing connections. We'll just gather what we can from the remains you left. You've been a resourceful investigator, and your shrewdness has helped me resolve a troublesome case and save many lives. It was worth it to put a stop to heinous crimes. I appreciate your zeal. Take this as payment for your services. No payment is necessary. Most generous of you. Dunnard Row will remember this for a long while, as will I. Oh, sleep well, Spirit. Thanks for dropping by. And should you decide any lengthy investigations or low pay your style, there's a place for you in Dunnard Row. And we got a level up off of that. Oh, hello, Maya. I am going to go with that. A deer got a level up, and Odie wants some pets. He's getting impatient, little baby. Unstoppable. Weapon and shield. Yeah, that one. Aelot's got a level. Oh, let's see. We got... Potential Phantom would be nice. Now we'll go with second spell. The Durant over here with his weird diving helmet. We'll give you the spells, actually. There we are. And technically, when we go upstairs, that's when we actually finish that quest line.
Hello, little buddy.
But yeah, anyway, have a good lurk, Jay. Let's see, what else we got? I think there is one more we can do here. House Demonol is an interesting one. Oh yeah, let's see our reputation boost, by the way, from that. Hold on. We're still faintly mixed. Okay, then. Demonol Dorman.
Well met, friend.
I don't recognize you. What business do you have with that? I'm just here to loot the place. No, Dana sent me. Ah yes, you must be a listener. Right this way, please.
Whatever crimes they committed, their interior decoration is impeccable.
A young man leans against an expensive-looking glass cabinet. He holds a jewel-studded goblet in one hand, an ornate pistol in the other. He grins with wine-stained lips.
My sister has spoken highly of you. No small praise coming from her. We could use someone like you.
Dana said you might have work for me.
As it happens, I do have a matter that needs resolving.
I recently learned of a rather lucrative opportunity. Unfortunately, I entrusted the wrong people. Let's hope you're the right sort, yes? One of my men planned a heist, and he passed the instructions to the thieves using my personal letterhead, bearing my initials. I need that letter. The thieves are holed up in a house in Copper Lane. Fetch the missive, and we'll see about finding you a place in House Demonol. There's nothing else. Be on your way. Well, that seemed easy enough. And these guys don't already like me, so who knows what will happen. Fun thing is, we do actually need to butter up to some of these factions and decide which factions we don't want to butter up with. But you know what else we'll do? Oh wait, we got Netherwind to finish here.
Gods keep you.
You'll never believe what I found! You, Lady of Lament, you really found it! I can't believe it, it really exists! Thank you, this is invaluable. I'm glad this was useful to you, but I don't suppose you can spare a little more? Ah, yes, of course. It may not look like much, but I've always been able to use this ring to generate a little money when I was between strippings. It's critical for someone to be doing research without the benefit of wealthy patron. Please take it. You've certainly given me enough resources I couldn't find on my own. Ring of Eternal Funding. Fun part is, this ring only gives you 5 copper per turn. It's actually, I think, an Easter egg. Footpad's Hood. That's actually not bad for me. I guess we'll give it to you. I don't need it.
Yeah?
We have anything else that needs to be built? No, okay.
Right.
Oh, and Grieving Mother got a level up.
Flow deeply indeed.
Going between... No, Wild Leech. No, Pain Shock. No. Soul Shock. No. We'll go with that one, actually. There we go. Alright, now we're gonna go back out of here. Hello again, Odie. I don't want you to walk in the keyboard, little baby. Little kitty's being a little impatient, little guy. Oh, actually, you know where we could go? Before we do this, let's actually take that attempt at, whatchamacallit, that Heritage Hill place with the spirit we never completed. First, let's go do that really quick, now that we're probably strong enough to maybe take them on. Hopefully strong enough to take them on. Hey guys again. Don't mind me, I'm just going to that tomb again. Going into here again. Alright, gonna take a save here, and luckily this ghost is still here.
Lavaru.
Alright.
Yeah? My thoughts were dull.
Aye?
No, hold on. And of course we're all purple. You need to heal up. And get these guys.
Yeah?
And where am I? I'm right here. Oh, I think we got rid of them. Oh no, they're still here. Ah, this time we got healed by them.
What?
Yeah?
Oh, I think we got them this time. Now we just gotta get rid of these guys. This party is a real blast. Oh! I found a streamer that does BG1 perma. I've never seen the gameplay of one. Hold on here. After stream, if you're still around, Lament, I actually do have whatchamacallit, it's on my old save. I can show you the combat of that. But I'm also playing the Enhanced Edition, but I'm also using the accessible. Oh crap, a trap. Of course, the trap. But that is cool. Yeah, the gameplay of 1 and 2 are basically one and similar. I still have to play through that, but yeah. This party is a real blast. I mean, we do have a mage who does have blast stuff, so there is that. And one moment, cat aggro. And this time we actually got that done. Alright. So now that means that we're okay with the Crucible Knights after that one. Unless the Crucible Knights want to kill us. Alright. Then we're going back to Copper Lane. Probably worth saving, because there's definitely going to be something going on here. Actually, while we're in Copper Lane, I'm going to heal. Yeah, if there is, I can actually show a little bit of the BG1 stuff, but if you already found a streamer who shows that, yeah, it's actually a lot like this. They don't have turn-based stuff, but it's very much similar to this. Albeit in this tool set of BG, or D&D 2E, I believe. Alright, first we're just going to take a nice little rest. And we'll go with the Merchant Stay. Oh, right. It actually changes up when we get to Pillars of Eternity too. Like, they actually changed the game up a lot in Pillars 2. With... I can maybe... If I can find one of my old saves on Pillars 2, I can show you how vastly different that is in my first character. Just a preview of what's to come after Pillars, this character. Let me see, we're looking for... What's the house we gotta go to? Lord Raymond. Hideout A hideout in here, huh? Could it be here? Mm-hmm. I also plan to do Avowed after that, too. Could it be in here? Let's see if we can find that one. Yeah, I'm planning on doing the whole series. The fun part is you can actually import your character just like the Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 before. Is it in here?
Stranger.
Nothing here. Alright, I don't think they're going to be in the Scrivener place. In fact, I don't even know what this place is, but okay, let's go ahead and leave. But yeah, I planned to do that and Avowed. Since there is no Pillars 3 or a tactics game that supposedly is in the works, that's all we got right now. Hold on.
You know, Durance, just because you follow the goddess of fire doesn't mean you need to literally consume everything you come across.
The fire is a favor I grant to those I meet. It makes them stronger, or it ends them mercifully if not.
The remaining unemptied beer steins of the Deerwood quake in fear.
I love the party dialogue, though. Where would they be hiding in Copper Lane? I'd assume in the sewers, like catacombs, actually. There's also something else, another quest line we can do out here, too. No, is there? No, there isn't. Alright. I'm gonna check in the catacombs. And funny enough, I'm actually leaning towards maybe going turn-based for the sequel. Because I've only played the same one using the same thing as this one. That's where the Temple of Wodika is. Since, you know, whatchamacallit, this has a work in progress for turn-based mode. So yeah. And also, I have no idea what to expect on that one. Because I played the original just going straight from this to that. Nope, nothing, just loot. Where would those thieves be hiding? Oh, not over here. The Demer Fire Hellraiser. You mean the trailer? Yeah, I have. That was actually really cool, actually. I did not expect that to actually get a game. That was a surprise, though. I'm intrigued by it. The survival horror in that genre, in that universe, is very darn good, I would think. Oh, Pelagina, what are you doing over there?
I'm ready.
And we're fighting shrooms. I'm not going to go into details, but in Avowed, the shrooms are actually my bane in the early games.
Sure.
Where are you, thief? More mushrooms. Okay.
Let's go,
Lavaru beyond seek.
Alright, so something's over here. Nope, just loot. Loot. But yeah, I'm keeping an eye on that one to see how it goes. Because this sounds interesting in that universe for that horror game. And I do hope it all the best, though. Let's see what's in here really quick.
I shall do as you ask. What you ask.
Oh, and skellies. We got skellies. Oh no, we're fighting a skeleton wizard. Oh, and never mind, they're dead. Never mind. Okay, that went by fast. Never mind then. Anything in here? Nope. Armor, nope. Oh, we're just raiding the poor skeletons that are trying to get some sleep.
Lava beyond seek.
These poor skellies. Oh, but we got another level up. Deep Faith. Ooh, interesting. Wrath of the Five Sons. Yeah, we'll go with Wrath of the Five Sons. Pelagina's really doing our good DPS on that side of things.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, we forgot to loot prep. Nope, nothing here. I'm guessing the thieves are down here because where else would they hide? Just a thought. Oh, the small Orlan man seems to have pulled together some crates and scraps and cloths to make a rather sorry-looking little camp. The thick fur of his limbs are matted, and his clothing is smeared with blackening grime. He looks startled as you enter, his eyes widening for an alarm.
Hello.
Wasn't expecting any visitors down in these parts. Guess you'd be Aaron then. Oh, this is somebody else. Crucible Knights put a heavy price on your head. I thought they'd want to keep things quiet, at least. I didn't think they would. But very well, it's true. I've been hiding from the Knights down here. But it isn't what you think. It was an accident. It's been hard for me here in Defiance Bay. I suppose I thought if I got involved in city business, if I made right friends, it would get easier in time. We did actually run into another side quest of looking for a side quest. And it did, really. I made a name for myself. People actually listen to me when I talk, and well, they used to. People can get very passionate about these things. We were discussing, and I think it was shipping agreements, all things to fight over. But this one night, this man got very angry. I think maybe he had a little too much in the inn. I guess he didn't like that Orlan talking back to him. I struck him, he came towards me, and I hit him and he went over like a tree. I guess he struck his head on the way down. Turns out he was Knight. Crucible Knights won't care how it happened, they just want me gone. They won't let me live enough to see the rope. Please, I just want enough to get out of the city. The second I get money for a passage, I won't trouble anyone again. I swear I'll live quietly, but you can't tell them I'm here. Your secret is safe with me. It sounds like it's just an accident and these guys are just fueling their stuff to go after this fella. I'll give them money. But they said you were a kind soul, but I didn't think I would imagine. This would see me out of the city and well away. I'm not sure I could ever thank you enough, but here, take this. I hope it's some use to you in this journey. Rabbit fur gloves added to your inventory. Well, did you have anything in this camp? Nope. Rabbit fur gloves. I mean, that's not a bad gloves. I'll give that to Pelagina, actually. Still looking for those thieves, though. Alright, one moment. I'm gonna pop up the wiki again. Enjoy the Clair Obscura music. While I look for this, hold on. 2-story job, let's see. First enter a north. Oh. Just doing some reading here. Ah, gotcha. Okay, so it's an unmarked house in Copper Lane. Okay. Alright, so I need to find the unmarked house then. Okay. Meanwhile, me trying to figure out where to go, and the obvious answer was just a very unmarked house. How silly. Well, at least we got another quest done in the process. What happened with the unwanted quest? Okay, good. And we got a good outcome out of that for giving poor fella just to find a way out. And book passage. Alright, so we're looking for an unmarked house. Which I'm going to assume is somewhere around here. And if it's not here, gonna keep looking. Not there. We've already been in there. Oh, a little kitty cat. Not here. Gonna check over here. Oh, I think we found the house right here. Yep, there they are. Right, everyone knows the plan. Up the wall and in the wool, up the wall and in the window, grab the jewel from the petty little lord, and we got it. Pretty little lord. Listen, dwarf, if I have to, Langdon, we have company. Relax, Erican Denwell sent me, he wants the letter back. I have no idea what you're talking about. If you want to work for House Damonol in the future, I suggest you make this easy. You make a good point, take us back to the boss. You can put a good word for us. You've got it. Mind if I just take everything you guys own?
To the perceptive mind.
I'm just gonna yoink everything and go. That's over here, though. More stuff.
This may prove useful.
Why would you have that trap? Just looting everything before I leave. Alright, let's go. Let's go see the Deminoles again, and then they're probably going to send us to the next part. Which is back in Brackenberry. Oh, and we got a little kitty coming back. It's Odie. Oh yeah, I need to conduct, on the cat cam stuff, I do need to conduct some research on that stuff, so on how to do that stuff, and also figure out how to make him not bite it. Because Odie will play with the cable if I pick its cable. So I need to figure out maybe a wireless option. And a good spot to put it too. So that'll be fun. I have to figure all that out though. It's going to be a while, it might even be next year until I figure it out. Especially considering I just got the new CPU and GPU right now. And speaking of cats, one moment. Time to continue this?
Have you procured the letter?
Yep.
Nicely done. And now I have another job, as you know, after reading the letter.
The contents were not my concern. Oh, a conscientious thief. Well, allow me to enlighten you. Lord Raymond is sitting on a gem the size of Amma's testicles. It's called the Heart of the White March. It's also subject to that of a bidding war of the Knights of the Crucible and the Dozens. They're fighting for the honor of returning it to its original dwarven owners, who would make powerful allies. Of course, how Demino would like to see neither the Knights nor the Dozens make friends with the dwarves of White March. Such an imbalance of power would not be in our best interests. Our contract in Raymond's estate will leave the window open. Speak into the upper Raymond's Manor, and then bring it to me. Delta's key, the last thing I need. Okay. Alright. Now we gotta be sneaky, so time to kick off our sneaky shoes again. I am definitely gonna save before we jump into there. But reputation-wise... Alright, let's see. In this place, we gotta go to... Lord Raymond. Oh, it's in here, huh? Hello, Odie. A noble out here, huh? Where in here? Oh. Never mind, I figured out where. It's right here. So I'm gonna try something interesting here, though. I'm gonna see if I can just go to the right front door and just take it from them. There's a window we can use. But, oh, hey, Lord Ascension. The Apple Lord themselves. How you doing, How you doing, Ascension? How goes it? Hey, guys. Right now we're performing a heist. But I'm also not going to try and just be stealthy. I want to see if I can talk my way into it. Potentially. If I can. But how's your Monday going, Ascension? Oh, everything's going well for you. And especially in this heat these days. Staying cool, too. Oh, there you are.
Met, friend.
Tell me about yourself. Ah. I can't even talk to you, huh?
Keeping an eye out.
I said upstairs. We don't have to use the window, and we can just go upstairs. Aw. Begging your pardon, if I've... Alright. Fine, back downstairs. I guess we can't do this one. We were yeeted out. Ooh. Doing good, doing good. What kind of dessert? That's the most important question. Loki and Odin. Odin just ate their dinner. Loki and Odin just ate their dinner, and they're now lounging. Well, looks like I have to do the rope thing eating me. So we got another quest line. Lamfrel, a group of death-fixated brown... Oh, this guy just wants to be released. Okay, fine, whatever. We'll let him go. Artisanal s'mores popcorn. Okay, it cost me $8. Oh boy. Alright, so we gotta go into here and toss a grappling hook. So now, right now, we're performing a heist, which is, since we're not really Taffers, this is not gonna go so well.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
Who is our highest stealth fella? None of us are. But that does sound interesting. Well, I hope you enjoy it, Ascension. This is gonna be an interesting heist, because this is gonna be spicy. That text, though. Well, that's where we entered from.
Do your eyes see what mine see?
What do you see? Oh, What do you see? No, you just saw that.
I shall do as you ask.
Get in, get in, get in. We're trying to be sneaky. Up. And we were spotted. Crap. At least now we know the patrol's over there.
Right.
Going to doing this all over again. Probably take another save in here. Before we actually go out there. Alright, save here.
Do your eyes see
Yes,
what
I
mine
see it. I see it, Grieving Mother. Go in. Right, now there's an Agaria guard that's gonna come in here. Everyone close the door. Take another save. Man, we're actually doing the tapper and stuff, like old thief stuff. Alright, so the guy's still in here? Or is he gone now?
I shall do as you ask.
Fine large shield, great helm. Okay, nothing.
Be cautious. Be constant.
There it is. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Climb down the ropes. And we didn't even cause them to go out try and kill us. So Aloth was getting really close there. Alright. And then back to these guys. Why are they trying to steal this gem from their neighbor? That is going to be a mystery. Yeah, so this guy has a fancy gem. We're just going to take it from him. Here you go.
You have something for me, I hope?
Yes, here it is.
Already? And without so much as a sneeze from the guards next door. Very discreet indeed.
I mean, I played Thief Gold, Thief 2, the Metal Age, and Thief Deadly Shadows, and the reboot, so I'm something of a thief myself.
This should keep the knights and the dozens in their place. A rare prize indeed. Take this. You've earned it. My father, Gedmar, will be pleased to learn that I've acquired such a gem.
Oh, and we have an ad incoming.
Go and speak with him upstairs. He's been looking for someone with your skill.
Tell the guards you're a distant cousin. They'll understand. Alright. But yeah, this is basically the Thieves Guild in this town, so that'll be interesting. Alright, where is the father figure? Not here. And for thieves, you guys are pretty noble. Oh.
Good day to you.
Don't believe we've met. I remember you. Let's just say I'm a merchant. I handle the trade across certain goods that enterprising children and husband come across. But I only trade with special friends, and if you want that kind of relationship, you'd have to do something for me. There is certain someone who may or may not be Kofged. He insulted me. I'd like you to make an example out of him. Just what do you want me to do to him? I'd hate to stifle your imagination. Just want to see you teach him a lesson you won't forget. Consider it done. That's the spirit. I know the little run hole's up in somewhere in Andra's gift. Once you've taken care of him, come back to me. A special merchant. Where is... Oh, probably over here. There you are, Gedmar. Lord Gedmar Daimel is a man of presence. He wears finery of a style of a dear nobility. Yet there are scars across his knuckles and burns on his neck that a few highborn wear.
My son mentioned that you might come seeking work and advancement.
Unfortunately, my sources have informed you are already closely associated with dozens. I can't take a chance that your loyalties may be divided. I'm sure you understand. Forgive me, but I have matters to attend to. I trust you know the way out. Well, that was shortly lived. Wait, who are you? Oh. All I get is special merchant up here. Alright. But because I actually helped out the dozens, they don't care. Oh well, so much for the special job. So yeah, basically, whoever you associate with locked you out of other factions. I've done the dozens before, so it's them again. So let's go ahead and see that fella in Andre's gift really quick. And let me see what else quest we got, and maybe we can take another chance at Lord Gaffin. In that little dispute for the house that I have. Right, they were in Andre's gift. Alright, so where art thou? And Frank Hufgig. However I like, you say, huh? Oh, he's right here. And now we know Alyssa's not evil, so we're not gonna beat them up to death. We're just gonna say, hey, buddy, someone wants you to do something. You can't just bargain to someone's homes like this. Who do you think you are? I'm a friend of Bacanta Demonel. Now, just wait a minute. I'm staying clear of the Demonels, you understand. Surely we can put this behind us. I won't hurt you, but you gotta leave Defiance Bay. Viacanta's obviously got it in for you. You don't have to tell me twice. They won't find me, I promise you. Andres bless you. Well, I'll take your stuff, though. We can already see Defiance Bay isn't a place that everyone wants to live in at this point. Alright, let's go see them. Now we have access to special merchant loot. And then... let's see what else we got left, and I'll check on maybe that Gaffin thing, potentially afterwards. So let's go see them, get that special merchant stuff, and there we go. You don't even have to hurt a soul. Because Alyssa ain't Ron Swansong, who is the most cursed creation I've ever made. For now. There will probably be even more, because now after I learned about there's funny cartoonish villains in Coder that I never experienced because I played the good characters. We might see that come up in the future at some point.
Keep you.
I've dealt with it. That makes me very glad indeed. Tell me about it. Don't leave me out a single detail. He's dead. Consider me a satisfied customer. In the time you want to come back, have a look at my special wares.
Gods keep you.
Let me see if you have anything. Oops, I did not want to hit that. A bonus for dexterity, nice. Alright. Got some special loots we can have. Alright. Let me check with you again really quick, buddy. Nope. Don't care. Alright, thought I'd check. Alright, anything else in here? Reform. Sterile stuff, so we'll not worry about that. Yeah, it looks like all that's left is really just the Battle of Yen Field. It looks like, I think that's all we got left. So we'll go ahead and come back to their little canoe, and maybe we'll finish Lord Gaffin, and that leaves Act 3 and maybe the DLC for Thursday at this rate then. If we're lucky, that would be that, because the DLC is really interesting. And the choices you do in the DLC will carry... Well, every choice we do in this game will carry over into the next game. Alright, going to Caed Neu again. Gonna see if we actually have a chance of actually getting rid of Gathman this time.
Gelade, well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
And this place is starting to form up. We have now a botanical garden. Alright. Alright, so let's see how this goes this time. Maybe we'll be lucky. Alright, gonna do another quick save here. Marshal, let's see. Let's talk about my army. Where am I getting my troops? Yep. What are my status of my regular troops? What special allies? A squad of aquabusters from the dozens will reinforce your archers. Anything else? Just the dozens. Alright. Hold on. And in that case, we already had a save. Checking if there's anything else. Alright, we'll take a chance on this then. We'll see how this goes this time. We've done this last stream, we did this, so I'm not going to read through the dialogue again. Inspect your forces. Local militia, but veteran soldiers have organized the ranks and walk your young dumb punks, unseasoned warriors. Offering the advice of occasional joke. There we go, okay. Any idea? Alright. Yep, points towards us again. Stalemate. There's all those fellows again. Study the battlefield. Deal with the battle mages. Have the dozens. The Aquabizers quickly form a line and unleash a salvo of gunfire in the battle mages' ranks. Bullets tear through the magical defenses, and the wizards fall by the score. Fearing the gunfire, the unit breaks and retreats from the battlefield. Take out the berserkers. The new arrivals quickly join up. Make for the core. Alright, this one again. Salute Lord Gathman with your weapon. Oh, this time we actually have an army. A curse of... We have a quest right now. Sure, let's let you do that one.
This ends here.
Compared to last time, we had nothing.
Lavaru. Hmm?
Hi?
There we are.
Huh? Huh?
Hey.
Man, Korgok's still going over there.
Did it just get quieter? How may I help?
Damn it.
Oh, they lost out again.
I'm ready.
Your
And grieving
thoughts
mother
must
is
flow
still alive
deep
somehow.
into no blood.
Oh, and grieving mother's out. Korgok is still going over there. Nope, I don't think it's this time. It looks like this will either be saved for Act 3 then. And Adir's still going over there. Alright. Well, that sucks about that one. Well, in that case, looks like we can maybe actually kick off Act 3 tonight, I guess. There really isn't anything else we need to do for the side quests. Alright then. In the meantime, let's actually take a rest here. Resolve's always good to have. Well, it was worth a shot, though. I think now we can kick that off. Alright, so I guess we can finish off the rest of the stream for the next plot point.
Gelade, well done. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the
So be ready for some plot
vulnerable
twists now.
cannons.
Alright. So that was down in Brackenbury. We've already got all the work done with the factions. There really isn't much else we can do. Man, my Harleys are expensive. Alright. I am going to do a save, though, before we do. Because since this is going to be the end of Act 2, like we did with the first save, we have the one there. This is going to be the one here. There we go. The first hard save for the end of Act 2 in case we miss anything. Alright. Let's go ahead and see what's going to happen on the plot point. Let's go see Lady Webb. Sucks about Gathman, but we'll take care of him in the next stream. Potentially, who knows? Lady Webb
How
time.
fares your search?
There is something I could tell you about the Leaden Keys operation. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Is there anything else? Okay. Never mind. There is something I can tell you about the Leaden Keys operations.
Well, let's hear it.
I found Theos in the Brackenbury Sanitarium impersonating a patient. He was trying to damage the public's opinion of animancy.
Forgive me. It is unlike Theos to leave witnesses. He must be furious.
He probably is.
He did not aid you as you'd hoped, I take it? Well, take heart. With any luck, when he has finished his business, he will surely come and find you again, if only to kill you while you sleep. This news of yours makes sense, of course. To dabble in animancy is to puzzle over the secrets of the gods. This would not be the Leaden Key's first action against it. But if this is connected to their other activities, we may be in for something on a much larger scale. That isn't enough to take to the Duke, but we're close. Avar Wolfgren is a cautious man. He will want to know everything possible before being moved to action.
Leaden Key is manipulating a group of Nguathan machines that span the country. It seems they seem to be causing the Hollowborn epidemic.
I had feared they might be involved in Widewind's legacy. It seemed too extreme even for them. How naive I've been. The Leaden Key's conspiracy is clear now. They have used Nguithan technology to engineer Widewind's legacy, and they want people to blame Animancy for it. As we speak, the Duke is holding hearings in the palace. He is listening to arguments for and against Animancy. When they finish, he is expected to decide whether to outlaw it. It seems the Leaden Key has been pushing Deerwood down this path for some time. I, for one, would enjoy seeing their little scheme fouled up at the last moment. Our Duke must hear what you have to say. Unfortunately, the hearings are closed to the public, which makes the Duke inaccessible until they are completed. However, certain groups have been invited to attend. You might get in with one of them if you aren't above a little.
Well, that's easy. Just talk to the dozens.
There are delegations from the Knights of the Crucible, the Dozens, and from House Dominel. If you can gain the support of one of those groups, that may be your best way in. See what you can arrange.
Let's see if there's anything here.
What of them?
Wouldn't they allow a guest from Dunner Row into the hearings?
We would only do that as a last resort. Walking in with one of the 3 invited groups puts you in a position of influence. Walking in alone as a representative of Dunreed Row would earn you distrust among all the rest. It seems our organization has a reputation for nosiness and manipulation, for whatever reason. It would be best if people did not see Dunreed Row's hand in this. Easier for them to embrace the truth.
What is there to know about the Duke?
Avar is many things to many people, and that is why he sits the throne. To the frontiersmen, he is one of their own. To the patriotic, he is a sole descendant of Admeth Hadrit. To the nobility, he is from an old and established family. All of these are half-truths or exaggerations.
Thanks for the stretch.
A tale he has spun around himself.
Alrighty, all stretched.
The man behind the tale may not be the greatest mind in Deerwood, but he knows people. He knows when they are sincere and when they lie. He knows when they are strong and when they are weak. The other matters he leaves to me. Outwardly, he prefers to come off a bit of a simpleton. Don't be fooled. Before he was a duke, he was a trapper, and an excellent one at that.
Alrighty, so that's easy enough. So we're gonna have to go see the Dozens again. And get the little invitation, and then we're good to go. I guess we're having the end of chapter... We're getting the end of chapter 2 tonight instead of Thursday. Because Lord Gathrin's army is still a pain in the butt. Unworth Path, huh? Past... Okay. You can do that one. Let's go ahead and go. Oh, hold on. I just want to check something either way. Alright, let's go ahead and see the dozens in Copper Lane. Get our invitation and finish close the book to chapter 2. There really isn't anything else I can think of what else we need to do. Because technically, going by the map, this is blocked off till Act 3. White Mark we're going to be doing at the start of Act 3, after we get any companion quests done. All the companion quests, all up.
Remember to stay hydrated.
Thanks for the hydration fruit. Well, I am checking the map anyway. Moving on. By the way, that is my favorite Lost thing in the media stuff. So we're gonna check with the dozens. Talk to you. Hey, Winion. So, are the dozens a part of the Animency hearings at Ducal Palace?
Someone's got to keep the blazing Crucible Knights from leading us all to ruin, and the Dominels certainly aren't doing their part. But Wolfgren's still a man of the people. He's always been sensible in other matters. He'll hear us out eventually.
What are your thoughts on Animency? It'd be the downfall if we let it in. Kids weren't meant to meddle in the matters of the soul. It's only fools that can't see it, or the troublemakers that won't. I suspect we've got more than those few ties vying for the Duke's ears. He's some fraud looking to profit from the disaster. How are the hearings going? Morley tells me it's a rough fight. The Duke's looking for any means to combat that legacy. Everyone knows the Knights are working for him in the background. As for the Daemonals, I can't tell what they're up to. Probably taking coin from the Knights to keep this whole farce up. I was hoping to attend the hearings. It'd be good to have you under our banner. Someone's got to convince the Duke to abandon this folly. The Duke will hear the truth about Animency. Alright, we got the hearing stuff. Now, funny enough, Alyssa's actually indifferent to Animency as a character. And Barrett doesn't seem to even say a word about it. Barrett doesn't seem to even care. She just wants them to return to the cycle, and that's it. Alright, we gotta go down here. And if you were here last stream, we actually covered a little bit of the lore on Barrett, on their character. The god of them. In fact, hold on, while we're actually looking at that, going in character, let me see, do I have a book on that? Nope, that's not it. Donald Rowe, no. Let me see here. Psalm of Wodka, oh boy. Element. Let me see, the queen that was and still is. That was a title of it, anyway. Let me just see, is there... I'm just seeing if there is Baratheon scripture. Well, there we go. Behold, thou faithful, visage thy transformation. Fear not the journey. When the portal opens, become with the wheel, and glad hear, heart and cheerful countenance. For the doorway shall open for all their time. Neither the rich nor the influential, neither the kings nor the rulers, neither the strong nor the powerful can escape its embrace. Bareth will usher thee through the gate, the doorway, and thou wilt return to life. Thy mortal sought life begin anew. There goest the cycle, there goest the life, there goest also. Thou shalt approach the door, and is inevitable shall approach thee. Do not turn back in the portal, do not turn back in the new life. Walk the path, and welcome the change, or face the night. For he walks the road to guide thee, and will guide thee to the destination. Thou mortal, the skull thou wilt become. Thou closed off, he shall turn. Thou sealed, the threshold shalt cross. Kind of get some Reaper dialogue there, kind of thingy, almost. Or Charon thingy. Alright, Brackenberry. Alright, let's go ahead and find them again. Back down to here. Going to do another one of those stream saves, and then let's finish up Act 2 for that. Oh wait, that's just a random person. I'm about to say, was that someone new there? Stream 2. And then after the hearing, we'll have a new Stream 3 save. There's...
You must gather your...
Alright. Alright, Lady Web.
Your search?
I'm going to do this for you. I think it's time you told me everything about Theos.
I've told you everything you need to know.
But not everything.
It's only right that you know everything. When I was younger, before Dunreed Row, I had many suitors. These were fine-looking men of good stock, but I could see their thoughts, and they were unimpressive. Boys' thoughts. I toyed with their affections. I resented all of them. And then I met a man whose mind was a mystery to me. But he understood me. He knew me at a glance, told me things I didn't know about myself. He was neither handsome nor charming, but he was all I ever wanted.
You're talking about Theos, aren't you?
We made a game of my gift. He would ask me about people, and I would tell him what they were thinking. Sometimes the information was very sensitive. And then one day he asked me if I trusted him. I said I did. Next I knew I was donning a silver mask and swearing oaths to Woodica. Using my gift for the leaden key still felt like a game to me, so I did it. I did it because it pleased him.
But it didn't last.
I don't like living in the dark. It's a powerless, hopeless feeling. Every day I did things without knowing their purpose. Every day I loved a man without knowing his thoughts of me. I sensed that there were things he wanted to tell me. I sensed that he knew everything the leaden key was created to hide. But Theos was unyielding. One day I disappeared without a word. He would kill me for it, and I knew that. It's their rule. I just wanted to see him plunge the knife, because then I would know. But the day never came. He has left me to wonder. I have devoted my years to learning everything I could about him, in hopes I would find some clue as to who he really was, and why he felt he had to keep his secrets locked away. I have precious little to show for it. Just an old woman nagged by old thoughts. And that is truly everything I can tell you about Theos. I hope you will accept this embarrassing story as a show of my good faith.
I mean, it's more information on Theos for us, so yes. I want to discuss animacy hearings at the palace.
What of them?
The dozens.
Of all the groups, it is the dozens that the Duke fears most. If you have their ear, you will most certainly have Avar's. You need waste no more time here. Get to the palace. Make your case to the Duke. With him on our side, all of Deerwood can be mobilized against the leaden key, and Theos can be rooted out. I only wish I could be there to see it.
There is a very old bottle of a very good brandy that I've been saving for a special day. If you hurry back afterward, there may be a little left for you. Off with you. You're going to do very well in there.
All right, farewell, Lady Webb. All right, now we got to go to the Ducal Palace now. And this is going to be the closing chapter to Act 2. And then that leaves Act 3 and the DLC for White March on Thursday. In fact, we are probably going to... I'm going to look in to see what we need for the companion quest lines. But if it's not too difficult, just going to get the companion quest lines done first before we jump into the DLC. And then we'll jump into the DLC, which is right there. Right, so we got to go to First Fires. And there it is, the Ducal Palace. And now we just wait. Alright, so I don't know what else we gotta do in here. I think we gotta talk to someone or someone's gonna come to us. Say, Lee, what about you? Nope. Alright. If you reserve room for Weenan, you would be attending, Alyssa. The balcony has been opened for you. The room below is animated amidst a heated debate. All the representative groups are easily discerned in the crowd. Crucible Knights, stiff in their noisy armor, sit in one position. And another, well-dressed members of House Domino, casual, watching the crowd's interest. Still elsewhere are the ramshackle dozens, who have made no special effort to dress up for their liege lord. Interspersed are animators in their academic robes, with expressions of either sour or concern.
Well then, answer me this, Master Barash. If you Animancers represent our best hope to cure the legacy, what progress can you demonstrate?
Ramir de Barask is originally from Palminia. He's one of the finest minds in Animancy to come out of the Valian Republics. He left for Defiance Bay 5 years ago, because he believed this was the true heart of Animancy research.
As I've said, it isn't about progress, it's about potential.
My house would agree, Your Grace. We see great potential in its future.
And I suppose your blazing profits during the legacy don't have nothing to do with that, do they, Dominel? You can't have it both ways no more! Animancy goes, or this country goes!
So you admit, Master Barask, that Animancy is no closer to stopping the legacy than it ever was?
No, we've had many promising experiments. Cadman Azo has shown...
Cadman Azo murdered a child. For a complete failure. We should be hanging him right now for what he done. The dozens won't stand for it.
There is no need. Master Azo recently passed the Shroud, and while the experiment failed, his work...
His work was sabotaged.
Ah, our new delegate from the dozens. What makes you say sabotage?
Met a false patient in Brackleberry Sanitarium who had tampered with Azo machinery.
The fuck's that even matter? These are people who would toy with the lives of our children!
Indeed. Even assuming there was sabotage, is this Animancer Azo not still accountable here?
Those who knew me around there know me to be fair in judgment. And Azo was the guy who was doing all the stuff. Azo was something else. Well, he was also betraying his order of being a little unethical there, so, Tough one, tough choice here. For reasons we will find out at some point, I'm going to go with number 2.
Horseshit! These animancers can't be trusted! Look at what happened in Heritage Hill! Our supposed protectors from Crucible Keep can't even clean up the messes Animancy leaves!
Are you sure this is your delegate, Adric?
You won't be for long making claims like that.
Your Grace, we'd have a much easier time of it if our knights weren't so occupied trying to keep their organization from igniting a revolution on our very doorstep.
Heritage Hill is blood on your hands, Justiciar! You turn a blind eye, and look what happens!
I have been to the Heritage Hill since the quarantine. Though the knights were unable to control the damage, it was not Animancy, but an ancient machine that caused it.
You've some strange taste in travels, friend. The height of your tales expands with every breath.
My word is my oath. I challenge anyone here to find someone who knows different.
I had heard whispers of a new delegate set to attend today's hearing. I admit that your candor was mentioned more than once. Tell us what you saw in Heritage Hill.
Caer Nuneth houses an Nguatan machine that holds domain over the flow of souls. It was this machine that made the district undead.
Even if it is as you say, we have testimony that a group of animancers had been spending time there. Surely their tinkering had something to do with this.
Their presence doesn't prove the cause, but this testimony is not evidence, it is a guess.
Animancy has many enemies. You need only look around this room to see it.
You're missing the point! Everywhere there's animancers, there's disaster! We all know what Widewind's legacy's really about. And it ain't about some sparkling saint from Creed Ceres who's mad because he took a stroll down the wrong bridge!
Ah, wrong bridge indeed.
It's about a bunch of so-called intellectuals fucking with the natural order while the rest of us gotta suffer for it!
Is it, though? Should we not take the time to reach a clear conclusion? I mean, what proof do we have?
My son and daughter are buried beneath the floor of my house. We don't own no land, so that's where we lay them. My son. My wife let him slip when she was bathing him. Got water in his lungs he couldn't cough up. My daughter? We put her to bed one night, and the next morning she wasn't breathing. This Hollowborn thing, it ain't ending. And it ain't ending because we still let these charlatans play God. There's your proof, you damn copper fucker!
Enough, Adric. Lady Dominel makes a point. If it's animancy, then why do the other states that permit the practice not suffer the same fate? Who among us can say he truly understands why the legacy has taken hold here?
Bring order to chaos here. A crowd begins to mutter from the sound of doubtful character. Right idea, Watcher. Taking this area by the curly ones. Don't waste your chance. Widewind's legacy is the creation of the Leaden Key. Hyman Izo's downfall was their work, as is the tower and the Heritage Hill. They want you to do this. They want Animancy to fall. A dull muttering expands into din skepticism that fills the halls. I have seen them in the ruins of Ergulathan, operating machines that disrupt the redirect flow of souls near the towns of Gilded Vale and Deerfoot, where the legacy is universal. As a watcher, I have heard their dead confess the plot. They are stealing the souls of the unborn.
Beasts. Another lunatic at the hearing. Did you remember to lock your sanitarium before you left, Master Barask?
The Duke says no theory has more proof than the other. What is the harm in hearing one more?
You must know, friend, that the Leaden Key is a mantle for small-time ruffians and children at play. I'm not saying you're a liar. Not yet. But you'd better start making sense of all this. Help us believe you.
What's more likely, the gods destroying Deerwood for science practiced in many parts of the world, or that group of people that hates Animancy and wants it suppressed? Another guest, throw her out in her house, Your Grace. She's wasting our time. There is no guess. I have been seeing these people carrying out their missions in the ruins of Eric Lathem.
The Justicia's right. This is sanitarium talk.
You've made an unexpected case, friend. I'll say that much. It seems we have a new possibility to consider, at the very least. How was it you came to learn all this?
The matters of the dozen supported my search for the answers.
Though it would seem that not all of them were in on your investigation. Nevertheless, I am pleasantly surprised by their open-mindedness here. But these hearings are about more than Wydwin's legacy, even though that is our most pressing concern. Let's say for the moment that I were to take you at your word that our friends in Brackenbury Sanitarium and their peers bear no responsibility for this curse upon my country. I'm curious, what would you do if you were in my position?
I would allow the Animats to continue the work. They explored questions we all wish to understand. If we'd known more, perhaps this crisis could have been averted. Her face still, Palazine looks her way and subtly nods in approval. Animats serve their own ambition, their own purses, giving them this power. It's like setting a children loose in an armory. And again, there is a reason I'm doing this, but I will not explain. I do not trust these Animatsers, seeking first after gain and glory. But if they can heal our children, I will not hinder them.
Very well. That is all I wish to hear. Not just from you, but from everyone. Many days we've been at this. It is time we put it to rest. I want to thank the delegations for helping me collect my thoughts. And our new delegate, who, if nothing else, has made this final day a little more interesting. The time has come to choose a direction for the Deerwood. I am ready to make my pronouncement. Ramir D. Barash, representing the interests of Animancers in Deerwood, step forward.
Cutscene time.
Your Grace.
The arguments for and against Animancy are both strong in their own way. I must be careful in my judgment.
Forgive me, Your Grace. We will accept no judgment but our own.
What's he doing?
No, wait!
Stop this at once!
I've given you every chance to end this pursuit. Shall I end it for you? Another time. I am already late.
I wonder who that might have... Who the hell just fell down? Oh, it's me. The words, "Shall I end it for you," ring in your ears. You find yourself grasping for breath, struggling to keep your eye on balance. You drop to a knee and watch as Theos hurries out of the building. The world dims around you, and screams of clashing weapons fade into silence. All that remains are words.
Shall I end it for you?
Theos stands at a pulpit, high above an assembly of robed onlookers. You among them, clustered around a circular pit of curved stone. He addresses a woman bound backward over a large iron wheel overlooking a great stone maw. Many of the woman's fingers and toes are severed, and the bottoms of her feet are charred black. The skin on one side of her face looks like a melted candle wax. Black and red seeping in the angle of her back suggests a spine in ruins. Yet for all that, her expression betrays her little anguish.
I am already at peace, Grand Inquisitor. Are you?
So be it. If you desire no end, you shall have none. I find you guilty of heresy. May the eternal prison bar your soul from passage, for it is beyond redemption.
Dominion of Sleepers. You open your eyes and beam the ceiling of the palace's grand entry hall. The planes of metal striking metal waft through the In from outside alongside the cries of injured as you stagger to your feet. Theos is gone. Pelagina is standing over you, her eyes darting around the room before looking down and thrusting her hand out to grab yours. Get up now. Off to one side, you hear the clinking rustle of chainmail, and you look over to see a wounded guard slumped against the wall. He is trying to say something, seemingly directed at you, but it is too faint to hear. He gathers his breath and manages to rasp out a few words. Lady Webb, she's the only she must be told. She'll know what to do. Please find her and tell her everything. Oh, wait, hold on. Boink. Hey, Sidley, bye, Sidley. Oh boy. Let's go find Lady Webb before everything goes. Oh boy, there's riots. Alright, our only pathway is down here. Well, things don't look too good anymore. Looks like Theos got what he wanted. Up, and the asylum's burned. Oh, actually, those boots over here. Hold on. Hold on a minute here. Had to give them the Green Mother, because technically they are a cipher, and that could be useful for them. Oh boy. Everyone died. This don't look too good. Well... I'm going to assume that Theos killed everyone in here. Any survivors? Nope.
Nothing is closed to the perceptive mind.
And the reason I'm taking everything is because...
What you ask is done.
Well, we can't come back here, so... May as well, while I'm here, be a little thief. Alright, let's head upstairs and see what happened to Lady Webb. Well, I think I know what happened to Lady Webb over there. Judging by all the corpses everywhere. Yep,
I shall
safe.
do as you ask.
Safe to say Lady Webb's dead.
What you ask is done.
Lady Webb lies still in her bed, an ornate cushion propping her back upright. The blood pool beneath the gash in her chest is tacky and nearly dry. A shattered glass rests on the floor beneath her dangling hand. You can feel a faint aura fading of essence in your ken. You make contact... Okay, that's the stuff. Through the walls of the streets outside. Oh, here we are. You make contact and you immerse a torrent of sensory input and experience. When it calms, you find yourself in the same room, lying in the bed with a glass of brandy in your hand. Though the walls of the street outside come sound screams of shattering glass and the cacophony of an angry mob. You take a sip and it warms your gullet. Across the room, the doors open up behind a patient, steady put. Into the room walks Theos, floorboards creaking beneath the deliberate steps. You wait until the last brandy has trickled down your throat before you speak.
I was a fool to think I could tame these people.
You came closer than most.
A fine epitaph.
No worse than any.
You are concentrating, focusing with all your energy. Feels as though you are diving into a stone wall over and over again. But it cracks suddenly, unexpectedly, allowing you the vaguest wisp of thought to leak through.
What's in Twin Elms?
Did you pull that from my thoughts?
I've had time to practice.
Ah.
He walks over a small table and raises a half-empty brandy bottle to eye level. He seems to approve of the selection, but begins to reach for an empty glass.
I was saving that for someone.
Pity. You know this is how it has to be.
He replaces the brandy bottle with a table with care before approaching the bedside. He sits in the bed next to you. You know this is how it has to be. He draws a long, curved knife from his belt, smeared with fresh blood. With his left hand, he gently pins your sternum as he raises the knife in the other, its point dangling above your heart.
Prove it.
Theo slips a knife between your ribs as it pushes through. Layers of tissue separate with brittle, papery stiffness. His blood wells up around the blade. Pulsive reflex causes you to drop the glass on the floor, and you hear it shatter. The last of your strength, you take his knife in a hand, in both ears, and question radiant in your mind. For an instant, for your great surprise, the pathway to his mind is left open to you, unguarded, and the answer comes, simply cataclysmic in its reordering of your thoughts. As Lady Webb, you feel as though the answer you've searched for all your life, but in your own mind, for understanding life just beyond your reach. You look at Theos with wide eyes as someone seen for the first time, and draw your last breath as a black velvety darkness descends upon you.
Smoke rises above the city walls in billowing plumes that blacken the sky like a storm. Behind the walls, the riots rage on. Known patrons of Animancy are forced into hiding as looters ransack their estates and make off with their possessions. Animancers are torn away from their families and dragged from their homes to be stoned to death in the streets. Word had spread immediately that Duke Avar had been assassinated, and that an Animancer was to blame. The city wasted little time in exacting revenge, and little effort into evaluating guilt. In the center of it all, Brackenberry Sanitarium burned. And down the lane, Hodred House, the last bastion of stability in the Deerwood, had fallen silent. Now safely outside the city gate, your path points eastward to Twin Elms, where Theos is bound, for reasons that remain mysterious as the Leaden Key itself.
And that is the end of Act 2. Alright, so let's see if we have any what quests we got. Good. Looks like we still have you in here. Alright, so we're gonna get the hell out of here first. Yep, and this is actually oh. As you cross the bridge, Aloth draws beside you. Fires a defiant spray casts a shivering, flickering light across his face. The others in darkness.
Please stop. I need to tell you something.
This is getting old. I'm just joking. Go ahead.
I have not been entirely honest about my motives for traveling with you up to this point. When I finished my training in Adir, I was introduced to an organization. All I knew was that they were opposed to the unchecked spread of Animancy, and that they could guarantee me postings far away from the Seathwood my father and his Earl.
Uh-oh.
At that time, it was enough.
The Dark and Tortured Arc. Uh-oh.
In the early years, I thought of them as many things. Hooded men, prudent teachers, the Leaden Key. Their rules were strict, but their guidance was clear. I sincerely believed they wanted to keep Kith from the folly of their own foolish ambitions. I came to the Deerwood a little over a year ago. My orders were to gather information on Animancy in the region.
Pretty much.
A senior contact met with me every few months to receive my reports and issue new leads. She sent me to Gilded Vale to keep an eye on events surrounding the local lord, but I lost track of her shortly after that. I don't know if she was reassigned, killed, or sacrificed the way you saw. By the time you met me, I'd been on my own for a couple of months.
What did you want from me?
I needed some kind of direction. After that scrape with the locals, I was ready to get out of town. But then you mentioned the ruins, but you refused to tell me what you'd seen. I was sure then that it had something to do with the Leaden Key. And I was correct in a way. What we found wasn't what I expected. I knew the Leaden Key was trying to stop Animancy, but I didn't realize how far they'd gone. Murder, sabotage, abandoning entire districts to shambling horrors. Now the whole city is up in flames.
Yeah, Leaden Key ain't good, Aloth. What did you expect?
I'm still not sure about Animancy, but I know I've been following the wrong master. Please, accept my apology, and my service. Let me fight with you to stop Theos.
And what do you really expect us to do with this too-late confession? Trust you on your word?
For all the supposed extra senses, you let this happen? How like a watcher to miss what's in front of her eyes this whole time because she's too busy dancing in the other? Durans, can you shut up sometimes? I still feel kind of attached, even with the betrayal. He's got this way of taking an offense. That I really like. Tough one. I forgive you, Aloth, but I want you beside me, not behind me. I'm not trying to trade, asking you to trade one master for another.
That would be an honor.
Before we move on, how exactly did you come to join the Leaden Key? As it is, often with such follies, I was young and directionless. The Leaden Key promised some structure I was lacking, and they offered me a future far removed from the surface of my father's Earl. Animancy, possibly, even more controversial in Nadir than it is here. The practice has been outlawed for 600 years, but prohibition has a way of breeding curiosity. The excessive relative acceptance of Animancy has found here in the Valiant Republics spurred a renewed interest in Nadir. The Leaden Key began recruiting more aggressively, and I was in the final period of my training when one of my instructors reached out to me. As I said, it was a welcome departure from my father's plans, and after seeing a few of my colleagues abandon their studies in magic to pursue Animancy in the Republics, I was convinced that something needed to be done to stop the spread. Well then. Oh, and a deer wants to talk.
Say what you want about Deer Woodens. They haven't met the problem yet they couldn't solve by killing some scapegoats.
What? You fight for people because you see something there that deserves offending. Even more so because someone trusts you sees it too. Then you turn around and they do something like this. And the person who made you want to help them is gone. They're doing what they think the gods want of them. It's nice that they mean well, but how can organized murder be their best guess? Although, come to think of it, maybe they're following Waidwen's example. He was purging his own long before the Deerwood got the idea. Only he was purging because they weren't Aethesian enough. Goddamn, that is a rough one to have to do. Never thought I'd find myself missing the hospitality back home. Right, speaking of home.
Sure.
Can we go home now? Oh, wait, hold on, grabbing you. There we go. Yep, so, we can't return here anymore. Alright, on that note though, we're going to Caednu. And the next one, we're going to finish the companion quest on Thursdays. And I am going to make a special little save out here. Act 3.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Oh, now, Gata, huh? We'll save that for the next stream, too. May as well follow up on what happened next stream with that one. So, okay, and that's where I think I'm going to call the stream for tonight, though. I'm just going to move these guys up, have our new save for Act 3 with Torgak, our friend. Alright. And then I am going to see who's on for raid. Oops. That's not what I want to do. Delete you. What we want to do is actually name it. Dream 3. There we are. Alright, and that's what we'll call it. Thank you everyone for joining along tonight. Thank you for joining around with the new redeems. We'll be keeping the promise for whatchamacallit, for the Spooktober stuff, but that one's probably not going to stay around after Spooktober. And we have ads incoming. Well, on the note though, after ads, I'm going to go ahead and see who to raid. But on the note though, let me see. Oh, well, raid after the ads. On the note though, let me see what else there is I can do in here. That's you. We'll go ahead and see around here while we're waiting for the ads to end first. But once the ads are over, we're gonna go raid. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and then we'll go and raid. While we're waiting, we'll go ahead and go see what these shops have.
Welcome.
Ah, bunch of resources there. Curio shop is... No, I'm still going. I just had to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna wait until the ads are...
Last thing the Deerwood needs is another foreign
Gosh.
colony.
Shush, Durance, please. But yeah, once the ads are over, we're gonna go ahead. Oh, no worries. No worries, Plume. I was actually going to end, but then the ads happened, so I have to wait. So, until the ads are over, then I'm gonna actually call it there. So, until the ads are over, I'm just looking at the places that we haven't been to in the camp.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Which means we have to hear dialogue. Oh, alright. Well, it says ad break is still on my end, so... 30 seconds left, so let's see what you guys have. Let's see what this guy has. Ah. Yep. I just don't want you guys to get stuck in the, whatchamacallit. Get stuck in the ads while I'm actually going ahead and look for the raids and all that stuff.
I must say, I'm impressed.
So I just thought, let's go ahead and have a detour here, huh? There's the garden. There's our new wonderful little garden maze, hedge maze. You have to be, oh god. I only did the 8 hours once. I'm already exhausted from that one a long time ago. Alright, now we're at the end. Okay. I mean, I might as well have another save there. Alright. Now we're calling the stream for realsy here. Thank you everyone for joining along. Thanks for playing around with the redeems again, and I shall see you next time. Stay hydrated at this heat and take care of yourselves. I shall see you when I see you. And we'll be returning to this on Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time and to 8 Eastern Time. So we'll see you then, and we'll be starting off with the companion quest lines and jumping into White March. We'll have a follow-up on the events of the stuff with this Gata fella who wants to see us. So, alright, take care everyone. I shall see you then. Oh, and I have a little kitty that wants attention, so... Alright, take care everyone.